Alrighty, and welcome everyone back. Here we are again, another Monday night. Again, like we've said it every week now, but it's rapidly becoming one of the best days of the week is Monday somehow. At
Hmm.
least Monday evening. Monday in the morning is up to interpretation, but Monday evening means it's some DNF mutiny time. And of course, we are here week number 15. I think we've got almost 20 people in this week. Again, just another Monday night free mutiny tournament here. And of course, I'm here with Darthugia and Alpaca. How are y'all doing this evening?
Doing so good, man. So freaking good. Yeah, no, uh the rest of the Monday was not anything too special, but I was like, you have tonight to look forward to. Yeah, tonight to look forward to. Get to see some great games, get to, watch this game that you love and see some awesome players. So definitely gives you strength, at least for me, to kind of get through the day and get here. And yeah, 19 people, I think, roughly in the bracket tonight. We are right in that like middle zone where the patches happened, we've all adjusted, and the DLC hasn't come out yet. And so we're right in between like the really, really exciting things for the game. And yet we still have people coming out every week to compete and win some of that sweet, sweet prize pot. $200 is what they're competing for tonight, which will be spread out across the top three participants. So, Alpaca, you yourself are also going to be participating as well as commentating tonight. How are you looking forward to this tournament?
I just gotta do my best, right? That's the whole purpose. Now I know Frosty's coming up, so a lot of people here might be going. So get their practice on the PS4, get used to the latency, and well, hopefully we're gonna prep them for the matches they have coming this weekend.
That's a great call. Yeah, no, that was just recently announced, and I'm very excited about that. I know a lot of people in our community are hungry to get some of that like big tournament, kind of prize pool, big tournament, even just exhibition, right? Just like, hey, showing off your skills and saying like, look at me. I've been playing this game for like 7 months. When people took time off, like, no, people have been here practicing and getting good at it. And I can't wait to see how someone from our community does in that tournament. Hopefully, we have a number of people show up and show out. So yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's actually an Arc Revo qualifier. I'm pretty sure the winner gets into Arc Rev, so it's going to be really nice. This weekend's going to be really fun to watch.
damn, that is super exciting. Yeah, I had no clue. I should do a little watch along because yeah, that's going to be a hype tournament. But cool. Yeah, so we are pumped to get to our first set coming at you guys in just a second. We already have our players here in the lobby ready to go. They are professionals, even more so than we are. And so we're going to go ahead and throw it to these guys in just a second. But yeah, no, thanks for being with us tonight. Pumped to get these matches going. Pumped to see some of the new participants that we haven't got to see yet. Every week we have new people and we try to feature them on stream just to either scare them away. I'm kidding. Just to give them the exposure of being here and just how exciting it could be to like play on stream in a tournament setting with commentary, right? So yeah, we're gonna throw to those guys in just a sec.
Yep, we should be getting it started just right now. I think they're figuring everything out perfect. We should be good to go. But yeah, here we come. Our first set of the night, we've got Huebert and FatherSalt. So two new faces here. I believe, and I think Alpaca confirmed this for me earlier, that Hubert's kind of a name in the DNF side of things, right? That's their, fairly well-known player, right? But first time seeing them in a mutiny for sure.
Yeah, like I said, he's probably getting ready for that latency because I know he's going to Frosty. So to start off, he's going to actually not get counterpicked by the launcher and go with the Crusader because Berserker hates this matchup. So he has a pocket Crusader just to deal with it.
And this is a great pocket to have in this matchup because I know a lot of launcher players are not a fan, and I can see why. Yeah, this is not a matchup I see going well for launcher in any way, even with the recent buffs that she got. And just heads up, you guys can predict in the Twitch chat of who you think is going to walk away with a win. Feel free to bet your points. It's free gambling. It's fun gambling. Fun for the whole family, or just you who has your Twitch account. Ooh.
This confirms you can definitely see the pocket on this Crusader as, yeah, a lot of drops, a lot of missed Karas, but it's okay because instead it has a lot of help to work with.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Even with the dropped combos, the amount of damage that Crusader can get, with a handful of hits is pretty terrifying. Ooh, that's a fantastic anti. It looks like a hit on the very last frame possible. Be a good combo from FatherSalt here. FatherSalt, this is their first week in here, as well as Hubert's first week. They've been talking about joining for a little while now, and then finally able to join this last week. Glad to have both of them here.
Good roll out because you want to keep some of that launcher pressure and starts the combo.
Oh, get another drop, and Salt takes advantage of it. He's got to be ready for those drops now, which he has been. You see what the mix-up is here in the corner. Oh, that was beautiful. Baited the throw, jumped, and let the nuke hit him for the combo. That was a sick setup. I love that that adaptation that we saw from Salt from round 1 to round 2.
That's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I'm pretty sure if you ate that throw, you can get comboed by the nuke. But we got a good start here.
Oh, nice. Okay, going to the corner. Salt being patient. There we go.
Flamethrower just got rid of the fireball. I did not know that worked.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Okay, this could be some good corner damage here from FatherSalt. Even with Launcher's buffs, she still does not do a ton of damage. That used to be a huge weakness of hers, and that was one of her biggest buffs, is that she gets more consistent damage, more follow-ups. However, it's still kind of nothing compared to what Crusader can do.
Good shoulder tackle, trying to get through the projectiles. Didn't have any white out, so he just sent it. Had no conversion back. What an anti-air.
Salt almost got around that. That was like the tip of his toe essentially got hit by that move. But yeah, it covers so much space. You know, if Salt maybe had jumped back or backdash jump back, you know, was able to get further away, that might have been out of range. Was able to continue the round. That did not work. Hubert's actually going to take the first game here on FatherSalt. Salt is coming back with a vengeance. He starts swinging at the very beginning of this round.
It's definitely a test of endurance for FatherSalt. Like you said, the Launcher doesn't do a lot of damage, and Crusader has a lot of health.
Woo! Oh, there's a good roll into the throw. Salt wants this corner. This is where Launcher really starts to excel. Full screen, as well as if they have you in the corner here. You can do some of the grenade setups, right? Throw out the buttons that you really just can't do much to get around.
Massive disjoints on the 5AAs. Really helpful in the match.
Oh, this is what you just talked about. Because, yeah, he eats the throw twice, and the nuke is going to kill him. That was beautiful. Because, yeah, he learned from the first game. He's like, well, okay, I tried to press a button, and he jumped over the throw, and so I got hit. But that time, twice, he got thrown into the nuke. Oh, this is going to be huge damage coming off of that DP punish, though.
That was a good bait by Huebert.
Ooh! There's the block. Okay, Salt moving all the way into the corner. Let's see what the option is here. Yep, throws out the nuke. That seems to be one of their favorite things to go for, and it's working consistently. So I'll just continue going for it.
Why not? Because the nuke here is very hard to deal with. Like you said, you gotta either eat the throw and eat this combo, or get shimmied. You basically have to guess.
Oh, that was nice. I haven't seen that in a little while from Launcher. The fact that you know, her kind of low advancing kick now goes into her DP off OTG. It's been a minute since I've seen that, so that was cool. That he kind of surprised me with a round one there. We're gonna tie us up 1 apiece.
Before that was their only form of OTG, but now she gets the big fireball.
Ooh, a good combo here from Huebert. I love how the person whose name is FatherSalt is not the Crusader player. Just, you know, he's a holy man, like he's a father, you know, in the church sense, which is funny.
You're telling me that Launcher doesn't induce a lot of salt?
She does. She does. Especially against me. I'm not a fan of this matchup. Here we go. Again, this is what Salt needs to do. He gets a couple of hits here and there. Not going to get a lot of damage, but he needs to get a lot of hits and just keep the pressure on. We see not only the damage coming through on the Huebert, but we also see the guard gauge getting lowered.
Yep.
Woo! Punish the DP!
But that nuke is Swiss Army knife right now, kind of catching everything, but
Uh-oh. I think the rust, yeah, I think the rust is slowly coming off of this Crusader as these games advance. Because Huebert has been picking up these combos, hitting them consistently, not dropping nearly as often as he did in that first game.
Takes a little bit, a couple rounds, got to adapt to your surroundings.
Oh! Here comes the flamethrower into the laser beam. Doesn't get a punish on that shoulder charge. That's unfortunate. However, Salt does get the hit afterward. It's going to take Huebert all the way over to the other corner.
Tackle into conversion. Crusader's favorite way to get in.
Oh, we see the shoulder charge coming a lot from Huebert. Because, yeah, it is projectile invulnerable. And if you have conversion, it's totally safe. It's your turn. It's a great tool. Oh! Lightning strike from above is enough for Huebert to take that second win. And he's now up 2-1 over FatherSalt.
FatherSalt took a little bit of time, had to realize what's going on so he can adjust it properly, see if he can get these next two games.
Okay, let's see what the round start is. Oh, instant air attack. I thought he was going to just do 5AA to start.
And he thought you thought that. That's why he went for the hit.
That's exactly right. Oh, DP. Love seeing the animation on that DP. I know it's not good, but man, does it look good. Okay, good damage coming out here from Huebert. Again, we talked about this. This matchup, generally, not that good for Launcher. I feel like this is a tough uphill battle, I'd say, for Launcher. This is going to be a ton of damage. However, a drop at the very end into a nuke setup. Oh! It looked like he threw her into her own nuke. That's not what happened, but it looked just enough. Like the radiation, you know, from that nuke was enough to to take her out.
Ooh, ooh.
Uh-oh. Some salty stutters. Okay. It looks like it's clearing up now. Let's hope it stays that way. Looks like that definitely was affecting the players. They both just stopped and waited for it to leave, like respectable gentlefolk would do. Okay, this is huge. Because now he's going to wake up and he's going to be in a stun state, I believe. No!
The slide has an animation. Whenever you go into an animation like a throw or that, it actually just completely takes the shield off.
Gotcha. I thought it was just for the throws. That is actually great information. Great information to know. And that makes a lot of sense. Ooh, good roll, but the conversion. Excellent choice by Huebert.
That is a Berserker player. You cannot roll that. He's got these conversions on the deck.
So breaks the armor immediately. This should be just enough damage. Yes, FatherSalt ties us up in round, keeping himself alive in this bracket.
Really good check. Not be able to put the armor on point blank. Gonna have to get the knockdown in order to set it up.
Yeah, these longer range characters, you have to be ready, just like FatherSalt was there to stop that armor state. And yeah, oh, that's a drop. I'm not gonna be able to wake up and get the punish. Ooh! Oh, this is huge damage. That shoulder charge is not only a great option on block if you have conversion, it's also an amazing option on hit because it's one of his most damaging starters.
There we go. Now he's gonna wake up very tired.
FatherSalt has the super.
That should kill.
That should kill, yeah. Anyone else would be a guarantee. Crusader's got the most health in the game, but that should be just enough. There it is. Yo, game 5?
Yep, going in.
Love it. Our first set of the night, we get a game 5 from two players we've never seen on our stream before. This is awesome. That's why we do this every week. Ooh. Okay, good blocks, good patience. Yeah. Ooh. That timing is a tiny bit tight, so that was pretty respectful there by Huebert, be able to hit that with a pocket Crusader. Oh, this is going to be huge. I feel like, yeah, even with no meter left to spend at the very end, definitely very dead with FatherSalt, and that puts Huebert on match point.
So Salt's got to be very careful about those flamethrowers because Huebert has been shoulder tackling through them. But it seems to adjust that and able to snipe him out without using so many projectiles.
Yeah, just another piece of this matchup that makes it more complicated for Launcher. Does the DP, and that manages to go through all of it.
It still ate the damage of the nuke, at least in white health.
Oh, and that's all going to convert into red health now. This is actually a very good option for Salt. He did drop at the very end. He needs a single hit. He also... Oh, that's it.
Either a miss input or a read. Either or, he's dead. So going to the match point for both players. %60% of your health, please. Okay, never mind.
Makes his own corner combos, which is why the heck not.
There you go. There's the adjustment.
Okay. FatherSalt is going to take the life advantage here to also push Huebert all the way to the corner.
Very hard to blow 5AA, so he got sniped by that. FatherSalt able to take this corner combo, set up the nuke, and hit this 50-50.
Ooh. Oh, drops a combo. That's big. That's huge. There's a lot of resources that were spent on that nuke, on that setup. So now Salt has to be patient. He's got to let this meter build, and he's got to let Huebert use all his meter like he just did there. That's one thing about Crusaders, is that often they will just blow their meter because they have so many options from full screen, mid screen, including that one right there. The spear, the wall. A throw, that's all he needs, and that's exactly what we went for. FatherSalt able to take the first set of the night over Huebert. That was a sick set, man. I did not expect a Crusader and Launcher matchup to give me that much hype. I'm actually really happy about that. Yeah, no, and the number of times we've had issues, typically they have cleared up fairly easily, very simply. And so, you know, we'll complain because we deserve good lobbies. You know, we've done a lot for this game. We deserve to have things be a little bit better. However, all in all, for our tournaments, things have kind of come together pretty well. So thank you guys for your patience. We're going to jump to our set right now. And again, the predictions are open. Looks like you guys have a minute and a half to predict on who you think is going to win. Levi, striker player, or Lassie, the grappler. And now this is a matchup that I am very curious about because I know that Lassie is not a huge fan of the striker matchup, but I've never seen him and Levi play. I've only ever seen him play Luan, you know, who's one of our best players in all of Mutiny, right? A huge striker player. And obviously, Levi being DD 80, 89 is also an incredibly strong player.
Well, he's not even primarily a PS player, so he has been grinding this game on the PlayStation for a bit.
Man, yeah, the corner carry and the damage that comes out of striker is kind of ridiculous. And this is a matchup that, like, you know, grappler wants to be in your face on pretty much every character in the game. The striker wants to be in your face too, and a lot of what she has is like anti-grappler in some ways. You know, she's got very fast lows. Her DP is very hard to do any of his like safe jump setups on, right? And so yeah, difficult matchup I'd say in general for grappler.
Yeah, he's just getting smothered. Also, striker isn't very good at doing is smothering her opponent.
Nice meaty button there. No full combo follow-up. Ooh, baits the roll. This is going to be huge damage back to the corner. Lassie is going to have Awakening. There's a chance here, right? Yep, there's one more mix-up. Ooh, and the run-up throw. Now, we talked about this last week. It is so easy to accept a throw in this game because throws they do a decent amount of damage, but they also give you white health that you can use for conversion. And with how much damage combos do, you're like, cool, I'll take a throw and I'll live to see another day. It's just really hard to get out of that mentality when you do get, you know, to one throw will kill you.
Especially against someone that like striker who is able to smother you with just with buttons, so definitely want to keep guarding. Lassie is back in the corner. This is a different corner this time. Found the roll.
Has been a variety. Oh, here we go. Gonna be some big damage coming out from Lassie. First significant hit that they've had of the set. And you see what happens, right? About 50% damage from that single combo. Ooh, and very good confirm. He's great at picking those up. This is going to be just enough damage to get the kill here from Levi. Yep. And that's a good showcase of this. Lassie had one great combo, then another good confirm afterwards. Then had a very risky, but would have won the game, call outs, right? Levi was able to jump, dive kick, good around it. And then Levi was able to take the round because of that.
Really good dive kicks to get out of the pressure and was able to follow it up with a meaty stop. So, Lassie had his chance and he did well with it. Oh my god.
Here we go. Big damage in the corner. In fact, I think this is death. Oh, this is so death.
Oh yeah, Alpha charge air throw.
Yeah, that's one of, easily 50-60% like every time. Striker does not have a ton of health either. So yeah, that's a great starter from Lassie. Is able to take the round. However, Levi spacing is on point. Gonna push Lassie into the corner. And staggering the moves here is Levi. Trying to bait out some buttons, bait out some presses from Lassie. There's a parry. There's the DP option that only she has. On the first of her DP, she can cancel it. She can cancel it anytime, like on block, but like specifically that first hit before she actually gets up off the ground, she can do a few things that other characters just can't.
Keeps her a lot safer than the other two hits, but it's Striker doing Striker things with punishing from half the screen away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and we got to see, especially in that specific game, a couple of things, right? We got to see the explosiveness that Lassie has with his grappler. If Lassie gets essentially two open-ups, two combos, if Awakening's on the table, then it's game, right? Like, it's basically game. However, Striker is oppressive. Striker is very hard to get around. Levi has the spacing down very well. And so, yeah, Levi's doing a great job of just, poking holes in Lassie's armor.
Yeah, Striker's 6S is very good at punishing a lot of the middle things that Grappler has to do.
Yeah. No, Grappler has to really put himself out there, right? Trying to get right in on you. Woo! Oh, almost armor through it all. But the cancel in the DP was enough to get around it. Rolls out of the corner, but does not get punished afterwards. There's a guard cancel. Out of meter, though, is Lassie.
Just going to play a little safe, try to wait till the meter gets back. Doesn't want to whip anything to the middle. Oh, my God, I think you're dead.
I think so. I mean, the meter is not much, but he doesn't need it. All he needs is to go one more move into the super, and that's it. Nice.
All it needs.
Yeah, no, that was incredible. He grabbed her ponytail. She was like as far away as she could possibly be, but since she put her ponytail high instead of low today, that was enough to go ahead and get the kill. Good stuff by Lassie.
Definitely try to stay a little less committal, and that was a great commit there.
That was. Yep, covers the jump. Covers a lot of space in front of him as well. Yeah, can't do too much on the grab. Or, I'm sorry, on the roll there. Oh, no confirmed by Levi. Oh, barely whiffed. I thought that was going to hit her for sure.
Yeah, it's very far behind it, but just not enough to be able to snipe it.
Yep. Okay, Levi pushing him into the corner. Good stuff. Let's see Levi's options here. Does get guard canceled out. Again, yep, the backdash into 6S is a godsend for Striker in this matchup and a lot of other matchups.
Pretty good advancing moment.
Oh, gets hit, but there's no confirm, but then he tries to roll on Wake Up, and the grab from Levi was the perfect option.
And bonafide footsies right now with two fighter characters, but one has a dive kick. The other one
does have a dive kick, yeah. One has a dive kick and, you know, a normal combo patterns, light, medium, heavy, you know, heavy routes, stuff like that. But the other one does have some of the most hypest looking moves in the entire game.
By trying to bait the guard, and so Lassie not fighting.
Yep. Lassie not quite an awakening yet. However, this is going to be some huge damage. It's going to go ahead and I'm sure side switch him back to the court. No, it doesn't actually. But instead just gets to open up here. Oh, the conversion after. Oh, I know what Lassie was like thinking, because I thought the same thing. I totally thought that that Levi was going to run up and try and whiff punish, right? Was going to rub, maybe even dive kick into something afterwards. So Lassie puts out his move with a ton of armor and a ton of range, but unfortunately, Levi didn't bite, right? Levi just simply stayed back, waited, and then it was enough to take Lassie out, putting him into loser's bracket. Because Primetime, as far as I know, yep, it's a striker player. And then very interested in this matchup now with Crusader, because Crusader, again, doesn't do the best against characters with very fast buttons that can break his armor, for example. Characters that are fast and can run up and grab him out of his DP. That's just another situation that can happen often. As well as characters that can just kind of advance on him. Because generally Crusader wants to stay, you know, half screen, maybe 3/4 full screen. And Striker wants to be directly up in your face. So Vagabond is an incredible Crusader player. It's going to be very difficult for Primetime to get the win here, but it's definitely possible. Be sure to make your predictions in the Twitch chat, because we have those live and ready for you guys.
Yep, and Primetime just starting off. In my brain, Primetime played Berserk. No, that's Primitive. Primitive. That's the one, because every time I type Primetime in Discord, Primitive pops up. There we go.
That's right. Too many P's and R's and M's and Q's.
Yeah, I was like, surely if I write Prime, this can be the only one. Why are there still two? This is the whole word. But yeah, Striker and Vagabond. I feel like we haven't seen almost any Striker recently, other than like we've got Levi on stream a little bit, but since Luan hasn't been entering these ones as much recently, or the Mutiny as much recently, we haven't seen the same amount of Striker, right? But now we get 2 in a row.
We have not. Yeah. No, ooh, this should definitely be killed. Easily be the gray.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah. Doesn't even need the super here, honestly. The Apocalypse,
right,
I'm sure he had the kill, but he's like, who cares? I get to have a solar beam from heaven. It's cool looking. Grow a pair of wings and have him disappear.
Yeah. Crusader, use solar beam.
It's super effective. Okay, right. But yeah, Primetime did well though. He took the lead. They took the lead for the first part of that round.
Yep, and just Crusader damage at the end. Only needed, you know, the 1 or 2 openings, right? And it's funny, we talk about only needing 1 or 2 openings usually when we see like a Berserker on screen. But Striker is just you know, a bit more frail than some of the other characters, especially compared to Crusader, right? Just raw health values or health amounts.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and Crusader, since the buff, has definitely turned into one of those characters that is in the conversation now for only needing, you know, a couple of touches to kill you off.
Right.
And the thing is, Crusader used to be incredibly meter dependent, and now has a ton of options that extend his combos that don't use the meter. So now your meter can build, and then you use that meter to just blow it all at the end, right? Just to get a stupid amount of damage. And, you know, put the Wrath of God on whoever you're fighting at the time.
Just insert Fear of God, but...
The power of the wall compels you. Ooh, there's the spear and runs up and grabs. Oh, this is huge for Primetime. He's going to get all of his white health back that, you know, Vagabond had chipped away at.
Yep, got all that
mechanic
health
back. I truly love in this game. Sorry.
Yeah, got it all back, and while getting it all back, pushed Vagabond completely into the corner from the other corner. That's even if that was, you know, on block for a portion of it, still built that all back. And Crusader here just says, I don't care that you built all that health back. Now this is my corner.
That's right.
And where did your health go?
Well, getting his armor stayed up here as well to throw him into the actual corner. Ooh, throws the Apocalypse out. That was the one thing I think Primetime could have done. and that's why Vagabond was ready for it. He's like, he's gonna roll again, because you cannot take the chip damage from Apocalypse and not get guard broke, not just lose all of his white health. So good awareness by Vagabond.
Yeah, and just had just so much damage just to put there too. Had the Apocalypse and just the quick 2A on one side, 2A on the other side. Got it. Oh, good opening here.
Very nice. Yep, and again, all the way into the corner. Let's see what the option is here. Good blocks by Vagabond. Gets guard canceled out of the corner. Good backdash by Primetime. Okay, some footsies here. Some full screen footsies.
Right. Full screen. It's almost full screen corner footsies, right? His footsies is the wall. But
Nope, you're right. You are so right.
Yeah, and I like it because what we saw a lot, or well, at least what we saw that was bringing a lot of success for like Luan into play was the whiff punishing with Striker's just super fast movement speed and good options, right? But all of Crusader's moves are so big, you think you can whiff punish, but it's like they're so big, they're almost like disjointedly big, right? Like that hammer swing, massive blow, but like it just is just sitting there active. Right, and like just it's all hurt. Like you mess that up at all of a sudden you've just put yourself into a combo, especially with Crusader also having wall. Is that like you get clipped by anything, it's like cool, you're in the corner now. Even if they don't get a combo off of it, you have now given up complete stage advantage. But that being said, prove me wrong with punishing the hammer, or the normal hammer move at least. But.
Yeah, the 5AA is a really good option to beat rolls, because almost all the other hammer options that Crusader has, you can roll on. However, yeah, if you block any of them, which they're so long range that it's very likely that you're gonna block, he can go right into the wall, go to the wall, go into his other projectile moves, and so like you have to proactively roll if you want to get around dealing with the wall. Ooh, speaking of which, that was a huge roll by Primetime. Oh, barely. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that was a pickup. I thought he was going to get hit by the explosion and just be done.
He's just caught with like the stick end of the spear and still got the whole the whole combo. Oh, the run up throw. And that does it. All right, wow. Match point now for Vagabond.
Yeah, Vagabond showing why he is a former Mutiny champion. Recently as well. I think it was only 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, walked away with the championship. Whoop! Okay. Good blocks by Vagabond. Primetime using Striker's reverse beats to keep the character a little bit more safe. This is a dangerous position to be in. Ooh! Perfect option. Gonna take Vagabond all the way down into the corner. Let's see what the option is here. Starts with the low. That was actually awesome because I was expecting to jump into the overhead, which Primetime had done a couple of times. Nice.
Yep. Staving off, the set here. Taking the round, staying alive.
Whoop. Here we go. I love seeing the 1-inch punch just like crumple a huge character, especially like Crusader. It's really cool to see. Oh, nice empty jump low. All right, Primetime is starting to mix it up. And is winning right now because of it, at least winning in this game.
Yeah, it's holding it up. And that fireball just covers so much space. And because Launcher has, Striker has the, like the roll, or the roll, and I believe her shoulders also projectile skill, right? To get through that Crusader fireball.
I believe it is the shoulder move. Yeah, she's also short,
right? And
so like some characters, like Dragon Knight is the most obvious to just sprint directly underneath it because they're short. And Striker's moves. Wow, that is going to be the win. And Primetime keeping himself alive. Some here just can just simply sprint underneath it and don't even have to put out any moves. Striker's got a few moves that lowers her hitbox, and so yeah, she's definitely able to get through that projectile. That is Primetime taking the game. Now it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Vagabond. I think Primetime should do exactly what they did in that last round if they want to stay alive here. Mixing up their offense once they do get in, being patient, but not too patient, not letting Vagabond set the tone, because I feel like this is what happens. Gets an open up, leads to 50% damage essentially, and then now you are kind of scared and stuck in this corner.
Yep, I do love the round start dash from Vagabond too, just like not scared at all. And that seems to really be kind of what I've seen from this match so far. Right? It's like I feel like Striker has a lot of options, but Vagabond kind of just making Primetime scared of using all of them, or scared of whiff punishing things or putting out buttons and getting hit for things. And
yeah.
So then all of a sudden, if you're too scared to use your option, you effectively no longer have that option, right? If you're, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, probably going to be not quite.
Completely forgot that now his jump medium, that big old hammer that covers almost everything, now like bounces, and it bounces just long enough for him to get the full combo afterwards. I was blown away that worked, but it totally did, and that was what got him the win. So now Vagabond is very much in control. This is going to be a tough situation for Primetime. Does he roll? Is Vagabond baiting the roll? Does he just get hit? Yeah. And this is going to be ridiculous damage.
Yep, and again, just Vagabond just looking so comfortable in this, getting the perfect here to close out the set, right? Just sat there pressing the button. Like, surely that's not a true block string of just hammer, 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 hammer in in the buff state, right? But if it's the fear plus frames, yeah. It's the literal fear of God. Yep. Levi and YoshiLupus coming in here. Let me get these predictions live for everybody and then fix the names here for the chat. So we've got Levi over on our player one side and Yoshi.
Now, this is tough because here's the question. We just saw Levi win against Lassie's grappler. So are people going to predict in favor of Levi because they just have that grappler experience? We saw the matchup. We saw how difficult it can be for grappler. Or are we going to see some votes for Yoshi? Because, yeah, Yoshi is a very different player than Lassie. I haven't got to see them enough to say that they're better or worse, but they're very different. So I'm curious to see kind of how this match is going to go. So yeah, Yoshi, last week was his first week. It was their first week with us. But as you can see, DD55 with grappler as well. I assume that they use grappler a lot. So that, especially pre-patch, is pretty tough. Grappler's got a few matchups, but they really struggle in. However, right now, we're seeing one of them. Because, yeah, Levi is being aggressive as they possibly can be.
Oh, got an opening here. Okay.
And again, be sure to spend those channel points.
What? Wait, is he win? It's over. What the hell? I saw the reset. I was like, wait, hold on.
And if you started watching the set and then you started spending your points, then change now. I'm kidding, you can't. But no, that was actually an incredible comeback from Yoshi. Because yeah, Levi was in charge, and Grappler needs 2 hits, right? And so that's what he was able to get. And this is one thing that's actually interesting, I think, in this matchup. Ooh, there's a parry. Is that Levi, the Striker player, needs, if they're out of Awakening, Striker usually needs like maybe three combos. But I feel like actually getting the first combo as a Striker player is a bit of a disadvantage. You usually give the opponent more meter. You give, Grappler into Awakening, and once they're in Awakening, they just absolutely wreck you with damage. So speaking of wreck you with damage, that is the kill. Levi is going to win this round right now.
Yep, I like the simple combo too. Just a couple hits, get the super, take the round. Yeah, don't leave Grappler in each other. Oh, he didn't do it. Never mind. Everything I said was wrong.
No, same. Oh,
it was the best plan until it wasn't. Just rapidly became the not best plan.
Well, yeah, there was a shred of doubt, a 0.01%. I was like, yeah, maybe it won't kill. But I looked away. I grabbed a drink, and I didn't hear the KO, and I was like,
yeah, I was looking. I was like, this KO's really late, and because I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I think Grappler might be alive, but I don't know enough about the game. Darth League says he kills, so it probably kills.
Yeah, Darth said he's dead. So I'll believe him.
Who am I to challenge? This is what this guy does.
That's really not well enough. Oh. So much health coming off of those 2 grabs in a row. That was 1 uncharged grab and then 1 charged grab. However, this is going to be a guard break. Unless he gets hit like he just did on purpose. That was a beautiful option. No way. No freaking way.
What is happening?
Sorry. sorry. That was a little too hyped.
What a round.
Yeah, Yoshi decided to get hits, so then he went and get guard broke, which is the right call. And then it was a DP that didn't combo afterwards. Like, there was just incredible final options for Yoshi to be able to get that win. Those are the plays of champions right there. Those that like kind of don't make sense until they work, you know? That's exactly what we saw.
Yeah, it's like I love the intentionally getting hit at a spot where it's like an inconvenient combo, just like not gonna work. And it's like, oh yeah, I'll just get here. It prevents the guard break, right? And yeah, we'll just go on from there.
Ooh, and there's the DP to finish him off. Now again, Striker with that DP, it's essentially another combo extender in the middle of the combo. You know, like other characters go for a DP is typically the end of the combo, goes in a setup or something. But a Striker does it, that's just an extension that she's able to kind of use. Ooh.
Did you see that punish with the back? Like, the back end of the kick punished Striker's move. I do love Luan in the chat. It's like, if you lose my 9,000 points in a winning match.
On a winning match.
Well, yeah, and
awesome.
like, this is the one I love talking about the parry. I love talking about it because, like, you know, grappler, like any character in a fighting game, you know, you don't get the point for the round until they're dead, right? But when there's a grappler on the screen, especially when the character's name is grappler, like it's there is no safety until it has said KO. Is at any moment, it can just end. It can just be over for you. But
dang, yeah, Levi tying us up. I was looking at Twitch chat. I was a little bit distracted, thinking about that last round that Yoshi was able to clutch out there. But yeah, tied us up one apiece. And again, this is what Levi showed that they were very good at during their first set, is with punishing. And yeah, Grappler is very committal on a lot of his moves, and so this is a good opportunity for Striker to get those whiff punishes. Now this is the corner pressure, and yep, slight delay just long enough to bait out a button, and goes for the low option, so even if the parry was the button, it would have beaten it. And now, oh, there's a parry, and it's going to be a punish that should be the kill. Because yeah, it has a 100 meter. Going to carry all the way to the other corner, and drops it at the very end. Oh no, the drop!
Well, this is what we're talking about. The grappler's still alive.
Yep. Woo. Oh no!
Oh,
this is wild! This is insane. These interactions shouldn't happen, but they are. That's what makes it exciting. Yeah, because Levi had it won. There was just a drop at the very end, and now
there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, there's way. There's way.
There's such a way. Why is there a way?
Oh, this guy ordered whey protein in his Jamba Juice today. As opposed to soy, which is no way. It's ridiculous interaction, honestly, there from Yoshi. That was what, 75, 80%. Woo! Wild. Yoshi's got momentum, right? Like Striker, Levi has had momentum, I feel like, at the beginning of every single one of these rounds. But right now, like with Yoshi having his clutch comebacks that are just kind of stupid to see, yeah, just because they're so wild. Yeah, I think that Yoshi's got the momentum on his side. Good damage here in the corner. However, this is going to put Yoshi into Awakening, but that was an amazing pickup. He did that uppercut option and then canceled it into the lows that they had enough time to jump and get the combo extension. Beautiful, beautiful option. I'm just seeing Luan and Danny Phantom talking about like Striker nerfs / buffs and Vanguard buffs / nerfs. So it's good conversation. Always good to hear.
Yeah, what is it? This is still game 3, right? I didn't miss it somewhere. Okay, I looked. I was like, there's no way.
It's just very long because we're watching Striker like pressure, you know, and then we're watching this. We're watching Grappler get huge, kind of out of nowhere combos. Ooh, there's a block. Okay, Levi trying to fight their way back out of the corner into the opposing corner. That's a beautiful baited guard cancel.
going to be a lot. I don't think they quite have the kill here, right?
No, not
They
quite.
won't have super, but what a setup.
That's all they need. All right, Levi to up 2-1. So yeah, I think again I talk about Yoshi having some momentum, but yeah, Levi right now is pretty killer, Even with Yoshi's kind of showing up and showing out of their talents. Yoshi, I think Levi has been more consistent.
Yeah, like in the clutch, it's felt like Yoshi a little bit in the clutch comeback, but kind of consistently Levi has been in the driver's seat this set, right?
Yeah, yep, definitely. And again, this is one of the powers of Striker. Like she hits you anywhere, and you're in the corner. You know, you block her anywhere, you're probably in the corner. As long as the meter is there for Levi. However, this is going to be some good damage. And actually, using the corner to his advantage is Yoshi. That was a setup that did not quite work out. Levi gets hit one more time. Levi is very dead. However, the same could be said for Yoshi because, yep, she's got a full stick of butter and super.
Yep, gonna be so much here. Puts himself on up into match point. This super for sure gonna kill this time. I'd put my money on it.
Oh yeah,
Surely.
don't call me Shirley.
Right. Of course, Striker kills. Stop calling me Shirley.
No, that was the right. That situation was the right situation to do the simplified combo, like Levi did, because yeah, basically below half of the life,
right?
You know, the little life bar thing that we always check to see if the super will kill or not.
Yeah, because Grappler does have more life than some, if not most, characters, right? Up there with like Crusader.
Yep. Nope. They are in a higher tier than most characters.
I wonder if they woke up Perry and got blown up by that, because it was a counter there.
Yeah, I couldn't see. I couldn't see if they went for parry or just something else with armor that it didn't come out in time, as well as below Pete's armor anyway. Okay, I don't think this will be enough. They can do one more rep in the DP. Okay, not quite enough, but yep. All you need is 2 low pokes. I think the Beatles have a song like that. All you need is lows. Or throw. That would have been enough to get the round. Levi does. So that is 3-1 going in the favor of Levi. I know a crap ton of channel points were bet on Levi, both from Luan's message as well as just seeing the numbers earlier. I have no idea how much we're bet in total though, so they may just be coming back. Oh, Clavis versus Lassie was round 1, which is such a good matchup. Yes, they did. Yeah, so in DNF Duel, in the USA versus Jamaica 5v5 round 2, we had Alpaca versus Clavis. I'll go ahead and link that one right here. I have it timestamped so you can find it. But yeah, right now we're going to see how things have changed in the months since that event has happened. Oh, good open up by Alpaca. Loses all that white health, but that's not a huge deal to him. Oh, does not actually get punished for that whiffed dive bomb. That's surprising. Ooh, there's a DP. I like to see that. Oh, gets hit by the Gore Cross, but there's a lot worse things he could have got hit by. Alpaca is in Awakening, so any hit he gets will definitely be the kill. Clavis needs to, guard cancel. Oh, and the throw! And Clavis walks away with the first round. So, taking a quick peek at the 5v5, Clavis actually won in the first set they played against each other, 2-1 in that 5v5. So, awesome set back then, and already it's an awesome set right now. And be sure to make your predictions on who you think will win. Are those still open? You have about 20 seconds left to make your predictions. Good combo by Clavis in the corner. The 5AA is not the anti-roll option we all thought it was, unfortunately, as a Vanguard player. However, the 5B, yes, that is the tool of all tools for Vanguard. That's able to walk away with the round win and the first game win over Alpaca. Okay, here we go. Alpaca starts with the low, Clavis starts with the block. Blocks the vacuum, And a little bit of patience from both players here. Ooh. Gets hit, gonna take Clivus into the corner. Now, check out the deity ranking on these guys. Deity 22 and deity 34. Lot of games played by these players. And Clivus has been a Vanguard player since day one. And Alpaca, as far as I'm aware, has been a Berserker player. So as long as I've ever known both of these players, this has been their characters. So, a lot of loyalty here, a lot of experience. The meter's gonna come back, but not quite long enough, okay? He goes straight from the dive bomb into behead, calling out a DP or a guard cancel, but nothing came from Alpaca. Oh, and the 5B is going to take it.
Yep, sorry, I was quiet for a second. We're trying to clean up some of the TO stuff again. But yeah, we are in. Clivus got the first game and the first round of game 2. So.
No, you're good. As you guys all know, Sake is our TO. I'm more, commentating more than I do TO by a long shot. And so Sake being able to handle all those things on the back end is a huge help to make sure we keep going and going strong.
What a
very nice.
Dive bomb. That's 2K on hit conversion held up and dive bombed, but surely you're not dead, right?
Surely's not dead, but Clivus might be. Oh, no, okay, yep. One more mix-up, and he blocks the low, and then he blocks the overhead into the low. Clivus is aware of these mix-ups and is actually making the right calls on most of them. No whiff punish on that whiff 5B. It does have less recovery after the patch. However, Vanguard, Clivus, now it has no meter, which is huge because, yeah, I was going to say, he couldn't really afford to block because he might have actually got put into a guard break situation before he had guard cancel again. So Clivus was trying to potentially press a button, roll, jump, something, and got hit for it. Sorry. Too sleazy in the chat. Ranger or Launcher, who wins the matchup? Coffee. Nobody. I like that. The viewers don't win. The players don't win. Yeah, just a sad time. I'm not sure. But yeah, Coffee would be one to guys. As a Ranger player themselves. Or no. Yeah. No, Coffee's Hitman, excuse me. I'm so sorry. This is definitely going to keep the kill, though. Here comes Alpaca. You got the vacuum. 100% the death. Okay? One apiece here. Coffee does play Ranger. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. Having a brain fart. Let's see here. Ooh. Taking a look at our Twitch chat. Ranger with the katana. Oh, screw you. Mary Jane can do what they want, but screw you, bro. Okay, one apiece. Let's see what happens here. Good starter from Alpaca. Goes into the dive bomb and the conversion. Do some good corner damage. And the reset. Oh, that was such a nasty reset. Clivus had to be holding the block button, and he had to be holding block low to get around that reset, but it just wasn't ready. And I think that's the kill, because this should give him Awakening right after this. Yep, just needs one more. Oh, not quite. Beautiful. Dang, Alpaca's clutch, my man. Alpaca is so freaking clutch.
Just gets the vacuum in there for the head start up over there, but push them all in. Good counter hit. Anti-hop low pitches the convert. I wonder what Clivus did, because they did something converted.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and how that beat the conversion so cleanly. Yeah. Like how late the conversion must have been. I'm just not positive. Alpaca here, taking care of business. With the throw, that's going to take the round once again, bringing him up 2-1. You know, Alpaca, I got to point out as well. Taking care of business here. While yeah, has a baby at home. And I know that they're also having to, you know, take some time to take care of either in between rounds, in between sets. If during, then whew, then props. This man has 3 hands.
Right, yeah, has been doing that and has consistently made like top 5, top 4 at least, if not top 2 of every mutiny in the last like month and a half. Dude, that was the power. That's the real power.
Power of fatherhood, man. Get your places.
Yeah. In anime, it's friendship. In real life, maybe it's fatherhood. That's the power of the youth.
Ooh, here's a mix-up gore cross. Here we go. Good blocks though by Clivus still. Clivus is a patient player. It's just so difficult, and there it is. This is a great time. He uses conversion perfectly, and I think even with the scaling on this should be 100% be the kill. Clivus takes the first round in this 4th game. Oh. Okay. Yep. Again, patience. Not getting hit by any of these attacks. Clivus back in the corner, blocks the vacuum. Blocks the gore cross. There's behead, and then conversion afterwards, so he can run up and begin his own turn. Ooh. Here we go. This would be a good situation for Clivus. He ends it with the ARMS. Oh, it gets rolled on. Even with how active all of Vanguard's S moves are, they're very, very susceptible to roll.
Trying to get a little sneaky with it.
That was a beautiful DP.
Yeah,
my gosh.
That's like the textbook angle. Like if they had a picture of where that DP hits, it'd be right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he. No, that was pretty incredible. And I think that the DP could have reached even further. You know, that is the one angle that it works at amazingly. And so yeah, no, it could have been another foot or 2 behind, and it still would have hit. Oh, okay. Clivus does not get guard drilled. Instead, he's going to start his own pressure. He's going to convert. He is. That's a lot of white health gone, but he's building back his guard pressure. He got his guard gauge, and so we get some pressure on Alpaca. Alpaca answers back. This could be a big combo. Potentially the kill?
Right, I was just going to say, like, there's so much white health on Alpaca that when they convert, it's going to be so much. But it got to the point that they get the first conversion. Effectively, the first conversion in the combo put them into a wake.
Oh.
Right?
Yep.
And now you're dead for it.
No, I was going to say, as long as he gets, like, 2 vacuums, he's got it, and he did. He used the vacuum and then immediately went for another one after, like, one more hit in the combo. So, Alpaca going up on set point.
Yep, game 5 up the point, and so Clivus needs to take 2 rounds in a row to make it into winner's side top 8 for his shot, playing up against Levi. Or if Alpaca takes this one, they'll take one of those top 8 winner's side spots here.
Oh, yep, interrupted by the fast buttons of Berserker.
Oh, a little bit of drop that had conversion to make it safe.
Okay, Clivus backing up. Yep, does allow Alpaca to get his buff state up, which is so terrifying. I was gonna say, from that range, your forward S can just completely go over the top of characters, even though you feel like it shouldn't. This is gonna be the kill. Alpaca's gonna get the win here, unless there's any drops, which I very much doubt it's coming, unless his baby grabs his controller. But he keeps it simple. He's able to get the win, and yeah, there we go. Alpaca takes it 3-2 over Clivus.
Yep, that does get them in top 8. So our top 8 for winner side is Levi, Alpaca, Vagabond, and Resby.
Nice.
So we've got
baby time.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah. Let's get that in here. We'll get these channel points paid out for everybody.
Yeah. No, it definitely was.
Because I remember we got it because we were looking for a match, and they're like, "Oh no one gets to see the Crusader team kill." And we're like, we can change that. Turns out we have the power to make that happen. But yep, and those channel point predictions are live for everyone. Get in there, get those bets in, get your points in. Who is going to take it in the Vanguard mirror? I'm sorry, the Crusader. mirror.
Crusader mirror.
What am I-
Crusader
what am I
mirror.
saying?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Vanguard mirrors. The full
We
screen
have.
run up throw.
With one of the slowest characters.
Yeah.
Not the slowest, but one of the slowest characters. That's awesome. Yeah, I have all these matches from last week, a couple weeks before. I'll post them on my YouTube channel. So yeah, they fought before winners finals last week, and so now they get to fight kind of in one of the biggest, I guess, money matches, right? Of who's going to be getting into the money, right? Oh, here we go, Vagabond with the combo. We have Vagabond in the black and gold. We have Resby in the blue. I'll say this: I think Crusader has some of my favorite colors in the whole game. I love the color scheme of a lot of his skins in this game. There's Vagabond crossing his chest and is able to get the win for the first round off the Okay, yeah, feel free to predict. Luan says he doesn't want to. That's fine. I'm gonna predict. I don't care. I'm gonna throw around some points. See what happens.
Yeah, I do love. Yeah, the mirror is always unpredictable. Luan says I like that because I used to always say back when I was still playing melee about the Falco Ditto. That's a 7. And then my favorite because I would say it and everyone just agreed, and I was like, wait, like I thought I was just saying not to. Oh, okay, let him roll and punish. Okay, guess he's staying alive here. Their own buff staying.
Yeah, so anyone, if they just sit and crouch, that that projectile will go over their head. But the mix-up is you sit and crouch, and then they go for like a jump medium, which you then have to stand up to block. And so even Crusader, the biggest boy out here, can still just crouch, and that projectile will go over him. However, that is Vagabond taking the first game. We'll see if Resby has any adjustments. Resby, one of the OG Crusader content creators, the triple C's, as I just now will phrase him. Love seeing their combos way back in the day. They've only gotten cooler now with like the new patch that Crusader has. Oh, he thought that he was going to convert early, but instead he just let the second hit swing and then use conversion to be able to get this combo up. Oh, this is going to be big damage. And I imagine death.
Yep, with the apocalypse, right?
Crusader's got a lot of health though.
So maybe one last decision. Oh, yeah, gets the last buff swing.
That's sick. That's sick. Yeah. No. So that was the second move that he gets in his buff state. He's got the apocalypse, and then he's got that giant swing that is like a hard knockdown that you can do just any option you want to OTG afterwards. Here we go, though. Resby answering.
Yep, so they played the first round. I've been trying to find it. They played the first round of loser side top 8 last week. And Resby took it 3-2 when they played last week.
Ooh.
So, yeah, we'll see if it's working. Oh, the full. What?
What the?
That, wait, I'm like trying to process, like if I could write down that noise. So he threw the fireball and then rolled through him to make the fireball hit cross up. And then continued the combo with the 2A after the roll after the fireball hit.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, that's it. Sounds
Right?
good.
That-
That sounds right to me. I think that is what
Right,
happened.
I think that's what in a game with a guard button. I don't know how that happens, but that's your own damn fault. But that was clean. That is an unblockable in so many other fighting games. But
Right.
the whiff throw.
Huge damage here.
Oh,
And yeah,
Luan
I'm
says
looking
he
at
got
those
hit.
videos.
Yeah, Luan said he just got hit by the fireball. Didn't roll. Okay, I made it. You're right.
Makes
You're right.
sense.
I like my version of the
the
story better,
story.
but yeah, mine's a better narrative.
Oh, here we go. That's some good damage. Okay, Resby needs one more. A throw needs one more hit. Oh, that's it. Resby takes the game. One apiece, right? One
Yep,
apiece.
yep, we are 1-1, all tied up.
Yeah, so Resby actually got to grand finals last week. They lost to Void in grand finals. But yeah, and so we'll see what happens now. They'll be both on the winner side playing each other. Pumped to see kind of the route that the rest of the tournament goes. Ooh. Oh!
Oh, the sleepy
Okay.
boy. The Master Yoshi command grab, dude. It's like Master Yoshi. Oh, but
I don't want to say, yeah, I don't want to fuse those two.
Yeah, Yoshi in a pair of sunglasses.
Yoshi Hamiha, I don't know.
Right. This is I was just thinking this match before I distracted myself by saying match. But, oh, what an air stall! Yeah, and just clocked him with it. This almost feels like the Berserker mirror, where it's like whoever hits each other 2 times wins the game.
Right.
But it's just way more health bars, but way bigger of hits, kind of.
Yeah. Yep, no, but I think it's a fair call. Not as much conversion being used,
Yeah.
a lot of projectiles, but yeah, no, like a huge damage. Woo! I love that. Those combos where they're so high up in the air, you get multiple uppercuts in a combo. That's what we just saw from Vagabond. Resby very close to losing this game, going down 2-1. Oh, and that should be it. Doesn't even need conversion to finish off that combo. Let me tell you something. Because yeah, day one, the first 3 weeks, essentially, maybe 2 weeks, I played exclusively Crusader. Even then, I thought that a shoulder charge did way too much damage. And now that, yeah, look at this. Now that shoulder charge goes into all of this damage, right? Even like more than it used to be. Absolutely insane. Insane move. Ooh, in the setup there as well. Oh, that was gorgeous. Oh, that was so freaking nice. Okay, here we go. He gets buff state up. Buff state up. All he needs is one throw, and instead what he did is that he absorbed the attack from Vagabond. They would have traded otherwise. It looks like they would have traded. Or Vagabond might have hit first, but because of the armor state that he had, he was able to just go right through it. Now Resby is up around and trying to tie it up.
Yeah, up around 50% life here. And that buff state that Crusader gets is only in Awakening, right? Oh no, it's not.
No, yeah, you can activate it whenever. It just costs a decent amount of meter, and you know, you have to kind of set up to go into it safely. And again, there's a couple ways to get out of it. It's using one of the new moves. Oh no! Oh, that was a lapse. That was a serious lapse, I think, for Resby. So he rolled through, and he went for the 2A, which if he wasn't in the armor state, it would have worked. But maybe just the standing A, because it has a follow-up, a very fast follow-up. That might have been enough to break the armor. You need to hit it twice to break it, and you only hit it once.
They have both done so good at just doing that shoulder charge when they think the other person's going to call it. I've seen it work like 3 times in a row the last game and a half or so. Almost every time there's a wall coming out, there's the shoulder charge. Oh, catches the jump. And he throws it out.
Beautiful.
Right now. Surely you can, right? Surely. Please. There it is.
And sorry, he closed it out with like the sexiest of Crusader combos, which are the loops. I love those loops so much. The instant air spear. Like I think that's one of the coolest things you can do with this character. So good stuff. Good stuff by Resby, tying us up 2-2. And we'll see what happens. This is winners finals, Crusader mirror. You can't write this. You can't come up with this. Well, you can, but it won't look as cool. I actually get to see it happen naturally.
And that is one thing I love. We talk about all the crazy competitors we get in Mutiny every week. Like getting matches like this, like Crusader mirrors. Like I swear I haven't ever seen this before, other than on Mutiny.
Right.
We got Vanguard mirrors. We had Lost Warrior a bunch in some previous weeks, right? But,
yeah.
All right. So much damage. Who's going to put themselves on match point first?
I love this. The battle of like the dark Crusader and the light Crusader. I really like this. This narrative we have going here. Right now, the dark one is whooping some booty. There it is. Vagabond going up 1 round in this last match.
Yeah, that Apocalypse just does so much damage. Just shreds through the life bar at the low health there.
It's so cool how we can set up into it now, like even better than he used to. I really appreciate the combo routes that Crusader has gotten from the Grand Balance patch. It's strong and it's scary. I don't know if it's like quote unquote balanced, but dang, is it fun to see.
Right, it's balanced by everyone being crazy, right? Okay.
Yeah. So Resby didn't have conversion, but he was very far away, so it would have been a tough. Oh, this is huge. This is exactly what Resby needs. The wall actually kind of messed up his combo.
No. Yeah, that was a weird kind of crossover. It was convenient to put him in the corner. Or
Right.
put Vagabond in the corner, I should say. But okay.
Woo.
Lots of damage, not a lot of move. Gets counter hit. Oh no.
That is so mean.
That's gotta be it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to do all this, but he's doing it.
Some spears for good measure. Crusader is a big boy, but Crusader does hit like a big boy as well. So.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's a fair trade. Okay, that is going to be 3-2 in favor of Vagabond. That was a 6-set. Resby, this mirror is just not fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that playing it isn't fun. I had a good time. So my bad that's you know, the expert's experience, but yeah, we had a good time watching.
Yep, so we've got them in right now. It sounds like Alpaca just needs another second here, taking care of some real life stuff, which again is another element of running tournaments online. So thank you everyone for being appreciative of it. And Alpaca has been around and helping commentate, helping run, you know, getting their matches done as soon as they can. So we'll definitely give them a pass for having real life things happen. Very understandable. But yeah, so this is loser side of top 8. I believe this is the first round of loser side top 8. Okay, perfect. And Alpaca does say that they should be good after this set. So yeah, we'll just get them on next.
Cool. Well, yeah, we get to see Lassie and Huebert play, which I'm excited to see. Again, this is Hubert's first week. Ooh, did go into a game 5 in their first set. And yeah, we'll see how Lassie does here. This is a tough matchup. This is a tough matchup for kind of every character. You know, you got to block the mix-up. So I get it. It is hard for kind of all of us. But yeah, I do think Grappler is on the bottom end of this matchup, personally. Well, a big part of that is that on PS4, Berserker is, you know, top. I think a safe top 3, especially on PS4.
Right.
Safe top 3, if not, you know, top 2, top 1. However, Lassie's played a lot of Berserkers. We do all have a lot of experience in this matchup, and so it's just the gore cross went the wrong way. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Usually, those interactions actually really favor the Berserker player. And in that case, the gore cross went the wrong way. Lassie was able to fall and then go into a full combo afterwards, which is leading him into all this pressure, and this should be the kill.
Yep, so much. Again, this is the downside. This is one of, I think, we talked about it too much.
Too soon.
I'll save my point. I think it's a good point. I'm going to make my point either way, but now
Well, while Sake saves his point, you guys should spend your points on the Twitch chat. Who do you think is going to win?
Look at that.
Huebert left, Lassie right. Because those are working.
Yeah, I did forget to announce that because I was distracted by the point I wanted to make instead of letting other people spend their point. I'm going to just steal your segue. But, yeah, but we talk about it, you know, every week now. Berserker, one of the best characters in the game, I think, just that's not contested, right? Just we can all agree Berserker, very good character. But it does cost their life. And so at any moment, like we said earlier, when I believe it was during Yoshi's set with Grappler on stream, that the Grappler's not dead till he's killed, right? And that sounds dumb, but the Grappler is always a threat just by existing, right? So that, you know, it really only took that one touch from Grappler on a Berserker who's had a singular combo and dropped their life down this low, you know, that all of a sudden Grappler's a one-touch.
Oh no, he was so close to not having to use the super. Damn, that hurt. I was like, hooray, no super.
Yeah, we can just move on. Wait.
I like supers in video games. A lot of people, you know, don't like them. But I don't like the ones I see every week, every match, every round. And unfortunately, if Berserker's winning a game, they're going to win with their super because they have access to it more than any other character. And that's fine. But yeah, he had literally like 2 life points left.
Yeah, I do like supers, but I am over that in particular.
Yeah.
It was a very cool super. I remember seeing it for the first time, like, oh, this is sick. And then I ran like our first or second mutiny. I was like, you know what? this used to be so cool.
I've seen this. Yeah.
Oh, what a pair!
That's a way to start. Oh, that's another way to start. Okay. Guard cancel. Oh, the low does go around the armor. That is a weakness of Grappler, is that you can use low attacks. However, if he thinks the low attacks are coming, he can do a lot of his jump attacks, you know, to get around those lows. So it's a mind game, but it's so scary to jump on a Berserker. because especially when they put their Blood Frenzy state up, they have the vacuum to call you out anywhere. They have extra moves added on to their 5A, their 5B, so it's just so hard to jump. And so difficult situation for both players there. However, Huebert came out on top, and here Lassie is going to open up with the first combo of the round.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's almost like grapplers putting themselves into a 50-50, right? Which is never what you want to do.
No.
You want to be the one instigating the 50-50s, but Berserker just has so many good options that kind of just naturally beat what grappler wants. You know, like vacuum beating any sort of jump, even Gorecross just having like a hitbox out there to
Right.
stop, you know, any sort of forward advancing move. Because grappler already kind of struggles in that, right? So anything that can combat for any sort of forward advancement or just occupy that space, it's just going to be so much better for Berserker than grappler in the matchup.
Yep, for sure. This is going to be Huebert taking it a 2-0 so far over Lassie. I believe it. Yoshi, Van got shin guards. Where's ours? I'll take Nexon hostage until they nerf the dogs and buff my dog. I don't want my shin guards removed as a Vanguard player. I think he needs it, you know, for like the only move he has with armor. And if you had shin guards, you would be on all your armor moves, my man. Whew,
Yes.
that'd be so terrifying.
Imagine if they just gave grappler like a low parry,
Woo, that'd be wild.
like a Tekken low parry that you just perish for.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And it has a different animation too. I'd love to see that actually. Oh, this is huge damage.
This is so much. Not gonna say it. Oh, okay, I could have said it. I was
We
like,
ruined it for him last time.
yeah, that's. I was like, not twice. Fool me twice, shame on me. But it's like I'm not. I did have to put Lassie on. Lassie has been killing it in all their other matches, and we put him on stream versus the Striker and the Berserker. It's like I swear we're good friends. I swear.
No,
What the block?
they went 3-0 in their other sets, so
Yeah,
yeah, like, they did very well.
I don't think Lassie's lost except on stream.
Yep. That's the nature of things, my man. That is
Right,
exactly
right.
how it goes.
That's show business, I guess. Right?
Yeah, as long as there's no drop by Huebert, it has just got posted up to Awakening, here she is there right now, and that's going to be the kill. So yeah, tied up in rounds. This is Lassie's tournament life here, if he loses this next round. So if you're a grappler player, put your hands to the sky, lend him your energy. Even though Lassie doesn't get that reference as a non-anime fan, he will one day, I have faith. And
Surely
so,
he'll
yeah.
watch Dragon Ball, right? He's a bodybuilder. He's gotta watch Dragon Ball. What a catch.
Woo!
And I'm saying this to not jinx it, but we have seen Lassie do this before.
Oh yeah.
The Lassie reverse 3-0 is one of my favorite Mutiny pastimes. But,
Same.
oh,
There's his worst combo
started.
starter.
Okay. So bad he didn't even combo off of it. Oh.
Yeah.
Watch
I think
your
he didn't need the frenzy, and so he didn't have the frenzy, so he couldn't combo off of it. However, yeah, it is funny. That's his worst combo starter. His command grab. Okay, I believe this is it. Can you get the vacuum here? There.
No, he doesn't. No!
The drop into his turn. What's a drop to a Berserker?
Yeah,
it's an opportunity.
Yeah, nothing but a setup.
My
Good.
my God. Yeah, that's a heartbreaker because, and that's the thing too. No matter what Lassie did on Wake Up there, besides I don't know, roll maybe.
Maybe roll.
The parry would have got by the low. You know, any move that he has is too slow, and so pretty much anything that he could have done there was likely going to get got by that option. Yeah. Well, and that's yeah. It happens, my man. It's tough to perform against Levi and against a player like Huebert as well. Those guys are absolute killers.
Yeah, that's Lassie in the chat. Like all my other sets were 3-0. Why were
I know.
on stream? I was like, I know. I'm like, oh, sick. Lassie's killing. Dude, we'll get him on stream later. It'll be sick. And then we just the way the universe was not a fan of Lassie this evening, I guess.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. But hey, you know how you get your 3-0 matches on stream in the future? You just come again.
Yeah,
That's,
you know
that's
what?
all it is.
At any moment, Lassie can do it.
Okay, Alpaca versus Levi. We didn't get much of a chance to talk about the set because like we jumped directly into it, which is good. But damn, this is gonna be a pretty intense set, I think.
Yep, and this is one I think Alpaca has a lot of experience in, right? Because a lot of times Alpaca and Levi in the top 3, top 4 of mutinies. Back in the day, Luan, definitely just one of our best players. I think that's not under contention, right?
Oh yeah,
and it has been very good, and is definitely always in there grinding and playing against other people. And so because of that, like, should have a lot of strike experience. That being said, though, having experience in the matchup is not the same as performing it necessarily, right? And especially because we've seen a lot of differences in the way Levi plays compared to the way Luan plays, right?
Yes, we have. Well, and I'm checking out the VOD from last week, Levi versus Alpaca. Levi went 3-0 over Alpaca last week, and so we'll see. Obviously, we'll see what happens. But it definitely was in Levi's favor. So see if there's been any adjustments. Oh, that was a beautiful option though. Levi is about to win the first game. I don't think he'll have enough to kill, but he's got a lot of meter. There's the DP into the kicks. One more DP. Oh, still not quite enough.
Not quite. Uh-oh. I think they're just going to trade health bars here in a second.
I think you're right. Yep. Obviously, Berserker, for those of you who don't know, does get a buff in terms of that their health replenishes from their attacks when they're in this state. But also, he's just going to kill here. Oh! Okay, it's going to be close, actually. So close. I think he's got it.
Go on, Berserker with this one. He did it! Oh, Striker's made out of wet paper, dude. Oh, perished.
I was gonna say everyone got a buff to their health, but Strikers was low, and it still isn't. Right. It still is low, and so like I feel like that still was a guaranteed kill. But yeah, it was close.
Okay, good card cancel there. Yep. Now a meter over on Alpaca's side. Oh, that's the first Berserker drop that wasn't immediately picked up into a brand new combo that we've seen in like 3 months.
Seriously. Woo! Okay, this is a bit of a war right now, because yeah, I took a quick peek at that the set from last week, and not only was it 3-0, the whole set was very quick. It was like 6 minutes. Like it was a ridiculously fast set. Already, this set is going to be longer than that, you know. However, that was a back and forth first game, so I'm pumped to see how this continues. Here we go. Nice, good guard cancel interrupt the frenzy state. Ooh. Alpaca is slowly losing health because of the frenzy state. And he does have access to conversion whenever he wants it, and is now in awakening. So any hit that he gets is woo, that's the kill. You know what? I don't think I've seen Berserker's DP the entire night. So
yeah, we have it.
The first one we see to be clearly whiffed and then killed off of, that is, oh, there it is. There's again. Oh my goodness.
So
I thought he got hit.
Why does Striker have Chun-Li back medium?
Why not?
She needs it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
no. Just you got a fair point, my man. You got a fair point. Ooh.
Surely a lot of meter over on the side, so surely this is 2-0.
Yep. Yep, 2-0. Yep, 2-0. Good stuff by Levi.
Winner of this does get guaranteed top 3, so is going to be in the money this evening. Yeah, and again, because this is loser side, or winner side, excuse me, as well. Loser, this is not going to be out. It's still going to be in. They're going to be up against, I believe, Huebert. Yep. So they will be going up against Huebert over on loser side.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, so we'll run this match. We'll probably head down to losers for a set or two, just to give winners finals a little bit of time to breathe. Then we'll come back up and finish the bracket off that way.
Oh, what a conversion! With punish, Berserker's buttons hit from so far away, kind of perished.
Yeah, and the second button whiffed. The first button hit, the second whiffed, and the third one hit, but it was still like fast enough to continue the combo. So Alpaca taking that round.
Yep, staying alive here.
I love the music in this game. I wish I had a tiny bit more identity, but like I like it a lot still. I really appreciate listening to it. There's a plus frames in the corner into the jump dive kick. Yo, yeah, Levi's popping off right now. Like, Striker is one of the characters that can really give Berserker issues because of just how aggressive Striker can be, like, in your face.
Right, because normally that's the Berserker. You know, what a dive kick.
Yeah, into the DP. I'm curious if that was all that he could have got off of that, or all that he wanted to go for. I don't know.
Or if it was just a safe one, like this is guaranteed and gives you frenzy, right?
Oh!
Just powered
Yep,
right
there's.
through it.
That's what you mentioned before. The shoulder charge, which goes through the projectiles. Yeah, really good option by Levi.
What a
Oh! Yeah, good stuff. Alpaca's gonna take him into the corner. Let's see what the mix-up is here next. Alpaca likes to reset as well mid-combo, so Levi has got to be ready.
I hate that Striker got hit at 80% health, and I was like, I wonder if they go.
Just the nature of the game, man. Nature of the game.
Yeah.
Now they are dead.
And I because what I looked at to see if Striker was dead was not Striker's health, but it was Berserker's. Like, how fast can you get into Awakening realistically? that was my bar. On not I didn't care at all what Striker's life was at, but can Berserker get into Awakening?
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, yes, Alpaca staying alive, 2-1 now. And you said it was 3-0 last week, right?
3-0 in favor of Levi. The whole set was about 6 minutes. Which doesn't necessarily say much, but yeah, already this set is definitely much more better for Alpaca. Alpaca's already won a game. The rounds have been back and forth. Oh, tries to convert, but still is caught on a dive kick. Levi's going to take Alpaca all the way to the other corner. We'll see what the mix-up is here on Wake Up. Okay. Oh, and another instant jump back dive kick. Levi again putting himself on set point.
So Alpaca's going to take both these rounds in a row just to get into 2-2 here, but yeah, it's definitely doing pretty good. Has put out some better. Oh, keeps waking up with that crouching button there and just getting blown up by the dive kick. But
yeah, the dive kick is such a powerful tool by Striker.
Oh, thanks the guard cancel. This might be it here.
There's very little meat. Well, the meter, never mind, like came back essentially. Not going to keep the kill, but it's going to be very close into one setup.
Okay, Berserker's still alive here in Awakening, so they can get that health back too.
Levi needs a throw. Levi needs a low poke. Levi needs to blow a kiss at him.
Yeah, and just look at him kind of funny. Okay.
Oh, it's not his turn, so went for the roll afterwards. That was wild. And then the trade with the dive kicks. The dive bomb going underneath. Levi jumping and dive kicking afterwards. That was a way to end it right there. They have almost the exact same trajectory. I do think that Striker's is stronger. I think it's faster. However, Levi does come out on top of that set, taking a 3-1 over Alpaca. We have this set, one more set. Might do losers semis before we go up to winners finals. So Levi, the Truth, and Vagabond get a few minutes to kind of relax, take it easy. Maybe watch these sets and try and learn, pick up a few things before we come back up and get their set in.
Yep, and those channel point predictions are live now for everybody. Get your bets in. This is loser side, so loser, this is out of the tournament for the evening. We got everyone out in 5th place here. And we get the Berserker mirror. Remember when we wanted this so bad?
I remember.
And then we got it, and we're like, oh, never meet your heroes, I guess. Oh, what a vacuum!
Yeah, no, I was like, wow, that sounds explosive. That sounds crazy. And I'm like, oh, it's just like a Berserker match, except you see it twice, you know?
It's just all the parts you didn't like about a Berserker match, but it's only that.
Exactly. Yep. So we'll see. Alpaca, no rest for the weary. Does go in directly in this match. Does have momentum though because they just played. However, does lose the first round to Huebert.
Yep, and this one I can never remember. I swear it changes every time, but it seems to be the Berserker who gets hit first wins.
Oh yeah, we talked about this last week.
Right.
That was
Like
we thought it was the Berserker that that gets hit first wins. Because Yeah. That's what you said, right? Because
Yeah,
it was opposite of what we would have assumed.
Right.
But we
You would
did
think
the
it's
math.
the vacuum catches the backlash. Yeah. Oh, good opening here.
Woo!
Yeah, this at least this version of the Berserker mirror that we've seen, at least so far in this set, has been much scrappier than any of the other versions we've seen, and so that our logic is kind of going out the window here.
Yeah.
Because it's who gets hit first in the sense of like a regular Berserker combo, then hits the other one with their Berserker combo, because now that one kills. You know, that I guess that's the logic behind the he who gets the hit second. But
He who threw the second stone does not get stoned.
yeah,
Yeah.
Package is ready again. That like max distance counter hit there.
Sorry, Danny in chat. The only way to root for Berserker is when it's a mirror match. Let's go Alpaca.
I guess my hands are tied. I have to root for Berserker, but the enemy.
Yeah, no. And we talk about this every week. Berserker's a great character. However, these players have learned how to use them very well, and especially Alpaca. Woo! There, no, that's a good super. Especially Alpaca. You know, we know him. We've talked to him tons of times. He'll practice with you, train with you, be a nice guy, even though you may get a little bit frustrated fighting against the character. You know. So yeah, no, I gotta respect these men for respect these players for coming in, bringing their best, and going back and forth too. Right now, Huebert is on top. However, Alpaca has been in grand finals many times in our tournaments.
What a catch there. So much damage here. Not gonna say it. I'm thinking of it.
Oh, no, reset into the kill. Woo!
Alpaca classic. I was just thinking, what if this game's the first? You could just remove yourself of a combo.
Right.
Imagine.
And that's something I would not be shocked if that came in the future. Because, like, you know, guard cancel costing 100 meter and getting you out of a guard situation, but can still be baited. You know, just like how burst mid combo can be baited in Guilty Gear. Like, I think I'd be okay with that. Like, it gives you one more chance to not, you know, you get opened up twice, you die. Maybe a third chance would be fine in a game like this. And so I could see that coming in the future. But, you know, all different perspectives on it. Ooh, speaking of which.
Guard cancel, yep.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
So much for surely this is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's the awakening.
Boom.
All
Nice.
right,
Yep.
So that's Alpaca taking game one. Who was that in game one?
I think that was game 2.
Was that game 2? Am I
Huebert
wrong?
took the first game.
Well, I put it on the score thing, and then I just didn't update it on the stream. That's what I'm looking at. There we go. It is 1-1. I was like, I know I'm wrong by saying the first game, but
Right. My dog is like, hey, are there 2 Berserkers on screen right now? 2 Berserkers on screen? You should pay attention to me then.
yeah, it's like, hey.
Come hang out with me. Come on. But here we go. Alpaca going to be taking Huebert into the corner. And yeah, Alpaca, again, we talk about it. You sacrifice your own health to do damage to the other person, but it gives you the mix-up option afterwards. And it makes you closer to your own awakening. But like we said, whoever gets the second hit, right, is likely the one who's going to walk away with the win. This is going to be a ton of damage, and Hubert's going to put himself to awakening for sure. And yeah, he needs a vacuum, and he's got it.
Should be Huebert taking the round here.
Silent. Let's get on MK11. I like MK11. I haven't played it in a while, but I did play a lot of it.
I was staring at my disc the other day for like an hour and a half. Am I gonna play this game again? Like, I really wanted to. But could work on any of the other games I'm like actively competing in.
Right. Woo. And other games that actually have like active announcements, you know, for like secrets and stuff. And so, yeah, no offense to Another Realm. It's just unfortunate that nothing new has been announced yet.
Yeah. Just give me MK versus Justice.
Please, man, come on.
That game is so hype. Oh,
It is
anyways,
so
Berserker.
Zaka. Ooh. He gets hit by the low. It does Huebert. This is going to be
yeah.
the kill for Alpaca. See, I respect that. Alpaca's like, either I do a long combo into super or I do a short combo into super. So he did the short one into super, so that way the round was done faster. Respect.
Yeah, and especially in one of these, like, this has got to be a fairly mentally draining matchup, right? Because, like, you're already running through all of your mix-ups in your brain, but then all of a sudden you're like, wait, but I know this mix-up. Do they know this mix-up? Like, this is what I would do there. It's almost like your knowledge can work against you in some points like this in the mirror match.
Right.
And so being able to just, what a reset, the Alpaca Classic. Yeah, so being able to just end it, yeah, you get your little breather. You don't need to add the extra 15 hits in your combo. You can just go do the super there, you know, stretch your finger for a second, take a sip of your water, you know, breathe, and just be ready for it.
Jump in. Guard cancel.
Both in awakening.
Anyone's game.
Raw DP.
The rawest.
He checked the dash with DP.
I know.
Another
speaking
one!
of, there's another DP by Huebert. 2-1 over Alpaca.
Anything you can do, I can do as well. Nothing is better for Berserker, but I can also do it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We need MK12. Hats off. Spitting. MK12 would be sick as well.
Yeah, I would love some MK12.
You know. Yeah. I've heard, like, you know, the rumors long ago of like DC versus Marvel. Yeah, like that's probably not happening. But just imagine it, you know, just imagine.
Yeah, I like to speculate, but I'd be very down. Maybe we get something.
Woo. Oh.
So much.
No.
Exactly.
Was that 3 dive kicks, 3 dive bombs, like in the same combo?
Alpaca was the first person I ever saw do that, so I wouldn't doubt it. I thought Alpaca invented that because I'd never seen another Berserker do it. I'd only ever seen Alpaca do it.
Right.
Alpaca has gotten so much success in their matches by that round start. I'm not sure if it, that kind of big, like, downward slam slash move they do with the sword. But that has just hit raw or counter hit on round starts so many times in this match and in their match with Levi. But yeah, so much damage. Not a lot of either on Alpaca's side to work with. I think they're gonna need a reset or something. Yeah.
Right.
Baits the DP, and we are at 2-2.
My goodness. The sequel to Dante's Inferno. This matchup looks like what I'd see as a damn soul in hell. That's how good.
This is actually hell, as you just watch Berserker Dittos.
We do have like 38 to 42 people in and out, watching it. So respect to you guys for being here. And these are 2 great players, and so it is cool to kind of see how they utilize these tools against each other.
Yeah, I think the hell matchup is either DNF Berserker mirrors or the Devil May Cry 0 Marvel 3 team dittos of just Dante Virgil 0. I used to turn off every stream if they ever picked those characters. But for all the Marvel 3 fans, I'm probably this last week.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm definitely
Oh.
I think that's match.
It's gonna be what?
Circa 21.
Okay.
Yep,
Huebert on match point.
Yep, loser. This is out of the tournament. Alpaca needs 2 rounds.
Oh, doesn't get comboed after that though. I thought he was for sure gonna eat a ton of damage. Oh, there's the dive bomb. Ridiculous dive bomb.
Yeah, really did 10 damage here. I really want to see this one, but I don't know.
It's essentially up to the gravity. I think he's got it.
Oh, he does get away from it. Oh, it just pops it here. Oh, that's the hits. I learn every week a new hitbox for Berserkers.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm like, no, it's slightly too far away, maybe, but nope, no, it's the aura attacks. Strikers and Berserkers are actually like very good. For being little like aura explosions and stuff. They go around them pretty significantly.
In the hometown hero, but now I have your champions.
Well, yeah, no, Huebert's first week. I mean, Alpaca, obviously a ridiculously strong player. Week in, week out. Top 5 is like minimum for them. Usually it's top 3, top 2. And so yeah, Huebert, it was a slugfest. They could have gone either way. And so happy to see them both play against each other. But yeah, Vagabond versus Levi. Did we see a striker versus Crusader? I think we did earlier. Yeah, we saw Primetime in this matchup. And so I think Crusader did win that. We'll see how this kind of goes. Levi's a very different player from Primetime. But yo, that's an open up for Vagabond right there.
Yeah, just so much here. The striker just walked them all the way into the corner, and then Vagabond got one open up, and now all of a sudden.
Woo! Oh my gosh, look at that damage.
Yeah, corner only combos mid-screen because. Oh, I lied. The wall what in the world?
Okay.
Yeah, I followed all of that.
Yeah, that was wild. That was like the DP going through the first hit of the armor, but then it was conversion there. There was, that was a weird interaction, but cool. Okay, Vagabond did take the first round. Leon's going to take Vagabond all the way into the corner, though. Let's see what the mix-up is here on the meaty. Goes for, the plus frames. Good option.
Yep,
oh, there's a guard
cancel.
cancel.
Yep.
Justice.
Yeah. Did want to say huge shout out. I saw someone in the chat. I forgot, but Skits typing in the chat thanking us for running the tournament. They said maybe I'll enter one day when I'm a better player. That's never been a rule for entering. That if I wasn't busy streaming, I'd probably enter too. But I have to be the one in charge, and we need my setup to run the stream matches. But yeah, that's why these are free. They're free. Of course, we do have money in it now because of awesome people like Mirror Janer and the rest of y'all contributing into the Match Arena prize pool. But yeah, just join. I mean, if nothing else, you get to play 6 matches against some other really good characters. Maybe you get on stream. Usually we grab the new people for stream matches. So if you want to get on TV and just get to see your set and learn some more things about it, totally join in. That was basically the whole idea we had in mind with running this. It's just giving everyone an opportunity to get to play the game in a real tournament setting with lesson like you're at home, you're at your whatever your home setup is, you're comfortable, but you get to practice in tournaments. So. But anyways, I could spiel on that all day.
I'll spiel on it some more here in just a minute. But because I got plenty to say about that.
It's not a Berserker mirror anymore, so we have plenty we can talk about in the match.
Yeah. Woo. Oh, open up with the load of Levi. And so gotta be able to get a lot of damage before even spending any meter. Spends meter now though. Needs a little bit more than just one throw, I think. Oh, that's actually huge. That Vagabond's able to get his buff state up. Here comes the throw into the wall. And the DP is enough to break the armor, and Levi is able to get this round in game number 2. Oh! Okay. Big damage from Vagabond here. These corner combos mid-screen are just so fun to watch. Okay, bringing down the hammer. Bringing down the hammer. Can I get one more time? Yep, one more time. Oh! Perfect blocks by Levi. Great patience. He's going to get a big combo here and take Vagabond once again all the way into the corner. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge.
Did that conversion pull Crusader out of any of the hitbox of that DP?
My guess is no, that he was already out of it. But, you just don't see strikers with their DP completely. Just because so many strikers we have here are high level and they're very careful about when they use that DP.
Yeah, that was also those setups with the wall.
What?
Not punishing nothing.
What?
I didn't whiff that DP. I baited you.
Can someone please tell me, has that always been an option?
I was just saying, did he cancel the DP into?
It looked like it, right? That was a DP cancel.
Oh,
I didn't.
The one you said that so casually, like it was just a thing that we all knew. Y'all don't
I
have
should
that.
Known.
I get. Luan does play strikers, so sure it's not new business to them, right?
I mean, we should have known, but my gosh,
yeah,
I didn't realize that. Yeah, he could DP into that move specifically, and that's probably only in his buff state because he gets access to that move. My gosh. Okay, sorry, I'm still stuck on that.
That was so sick. Also, the cross-up setups with the wall and Apocalypse going would be so sick because they didn't have a block button.
I know. No, they'd be nasty.
Just like
Really
that,
nasty. That is-
Vagabond up 2-0.
Yep. You know, Vagabond doing well here.
Yeah.
Very, very well.
Has been putting in work the last couple weeks here at Mutinies too. I think has been like top 3, top 4 every time since we've seen them enter. I guess they did. We did talk about last week. They were out in 7 against Resby, but
Right. Yeah. No, they've been putting on a good show today. Love seeing the Crusader player. Just how hype it is. You know how scary this character is now. Woo! There's a DP in the corner. Doesn't get a lot of damage after DP, but again, having any option to extend after your DP is always powerful. So, Strikers players utilizing that to the best of their abilities. Here we go into the buff state, throwing down some hammers. You can't press anything, but you can't not press anything. You know, it's hard.
Right. That is my favorite Vagabondism. It's just buff state and then hammer.
week 1. That's why a lot of people. Ooh, nice.
Vagabond has no fear. That's tried to jump, press a button, it whiffed. Tried to empty hop throw too far away, and then just pressed the whole ass other button. And
Right.
won the game for it.
Yes. Sorry, week 1. That was like a lot of people's kind of complaints and annoyances with this character is that you put the buff state on and then you just do that same attack, which is his 2B, by the way. You just do the 2B over and over and over again. It's like, he's brain, you know, you don't have to think at all. And it's like, well, no, like there's ways to get around it, but yes, it is super strong and it's still as strong today, especially with all the new tools that Crusader does have. That was a clean 3-0 by Vagabond over a very competent, very talented Levi.
Yep.
And so if you guys like rematch in grand finals or something, who knows what might happen. But congrats.
Well, that was just winners finals. Holy cow! I thought, wow, already.
Which, bro, like winning 2 games against Vagabond, like
understandable.
GG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now is to fight our other resident Crusader in Resby. So just like we talked about last time, this is a tough matchup for Launcher in pretty much everyone's opinion. I think Crusader definitely on paper has this matchup in the bag. However, there are ways to get around it. As we saw in that FatherSalt versus Vagabond, like FatherSalt put up a fight and took 2 games and it came down to the wire. So we'll see if Resby has some more answers, or we'll see exactly how this matchup goes here right now. Also, Vanitas, which is aka Canadian Ranger, this was your first tourney? I did not realize that, because you've been on my streams all the time, my casual streams. I didn't realize that this was your first tourney. So we'll try and get you on next week if you're here again. We'd like to get you on stream.
I recognize their name because I've seen them around and everything, like between Twitter and the YouTube, and I was like, oh yeah, and then I saw that it was the first tourney too. I was like, oh shoot.
Totally went over my head.
I forgot, yeah. But and those channel preparations are live. You also have a little bit of time to get your bets in there. Who's going to take this? And so the winner of this gets to go on to play against Huebert, which will be right up next. And the loser of this is going to be out in 5th place this evening.
Nice. There we go. Good uppercut. Yep, and good spear as well. Here we see, Resby is not dropping any damage here. Woohoo, but the grenade saves him.
The fadeaway hammer.
That was one of the fastest rounds I've ever seen in my life. That was 82 seconds left on the clock. Wow. So that means that entire round took 17 seconds. Yeah, because it starts at 99.
A Vanguard and a Launcher. In a 17-second round. I'd say Vanguard every time.
Yeah, you could. Big old boys,
Yeah.
Hard-hitting men.
Yeah, it's the hard-hitting men and the Darth Lugian mains at one point or another, right?
That's right. Resby has been my demon, is what FatherSalt says. Yeah, we'll see if he's able to meet his demons. And but right now he's just meeting his maker, because this is difficult to get around all of this absolute monstrous pressure that Resby's putting on the field.
Resby is just trying to help Launcher find God by just ending this life bar. Until the old man has said hello. Oh, that was so swag.
That was sick.
In my heart, I feel like these combos are also optimal, but they're also very swaggy when I see Resby.
And a lot of the stuff that he's been doing since the beta. And like I was like, wait, you can do this? You can do like uppercut, jump, spear, you know, like I had no idea. So it's cool seeing him bring that out in a tournament setting. That's the setup that worked on Bagamon a number of times in the set that FatherSalt had with him. So, oh, and here he goes one more time. Doesn't finish it off, but is able to get the low poke right afterwards.
All right, yep, he's staying alive. What's ESL exactly? Hey, word, y'all know about Mutiny but not ESL. Let's go, we take those.
I like it.
Big, massively run tournaments with actual prize pools every week that is hosted by not crowdfunded. You've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
We are the homegrown heroes.
That's right. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, good corner combo by Salt.
Slide catching is so cool.
Yeah, I love it.
I love the fadeaway setup that Launcher does too. They call the nuke and they jump away with that. The air, I don't know what button it is, the air multi-hitting shot thing.
Yeah.
But, oh, nuke combos, surely. Oh, no, that's not it. That was a good dude. I love that every hit of the laser OTGs also.
I know.
They all just say grab attack.
Yeah, no, and that's her OTG options are just so much better now, like post-patch. So she actually gets damage off of her combos. Not comparable to like Crusaders,
right?
But something. You know, she doesn't have to hit you 12 times. Now it's closer to like 8, maybe 7, and so like it's a much better situation. Oh, was the perfect option.
Yeah, just, I want none of this. That grenades. I was gonna comment on the grenade too. Resby threw the fireball, the little light ball thing that Crusader has, and FatherSalt threw the grenade. And I was like, oh, that's so smart, because now Resby can't advance behind the fireball. So Launcher still has to sit there and block and is also not able to advance. But Launcher wants to be that far away, if not more anyways, right? Like they're already in the optimal screen spacing. And so they're just set up there, and that grenade just stops Resby from taking, or the Crusader from taking any advantage off of that. And that was the thought there as well, but then just gets punished for it into, you know, counter hit punished to a super. Which, yeah, I'm gonna write that one down. That's going in the
really
combo
cool
video. And yeah, and so smart, because that grenade would have killed Resby.
Yep.
They're at no life.
He had to go into either an invincible attack, like his DP, which probably wouldn't have killed, or a move with an animation, you know, like a set cutscene animation, and that's exactly what he did. And so, yeah, I felt he was like ready, like that situation has happened to him before. It felt like, or he's just big brain, and that's it. Right.
Yeah. Just ready, like on the top of their head, just ready for it. Right. Oh, you can't roll that. Can't roll that.
Yeah, very hard to roll.
I love the little stroll up from Launcher. no microdashes. We don't do that here. I just take 3 regular steps forward.
Yep. Oh, okay. Again, perfect option, because the shield charge goes through projectiles, so that covered him against the nuke, and it got him out of the way of the nuke. Sorry, great calls. However, FatherSalt still had so much of a life lead that Salt was on top of it.
The nerve of Resby to just wake up and press buttons when like Launcher just got knocked down in the corner, called a nuke, and it's like, nah, I'm gonna press here.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
Press for it, pressed another button, and then did the projectile of its
Yep.
Yeah, and I think you said earlier, FatherSalt said that Resby's been their demon, right? And it's, yeah. So obviously they've played against each other, right? And so.
Well, yeah, they might be each other on ranked as well, just in other tournaments on casuals. This is Salt's first tournament here with us, but yeah, Resby's been in the scene since it started, and he's like never left. And so, like, you know this man. If you play DNF, you probably know who he is. And boom, there is a round for Resby. Resby is now on set point.
Yep. Tournament life here for FatherSalt.
Yep. It's so hard to get this close to the money and like fall short. They still have to.
You have to win the next
beat
one.
Huebert to get into like top 3 and officially get money. But you know, you're close, right? You're so close.
Yep. You've almost made money on a thing we all do for free. But, good slide. That was like
nice.
Yep.
I feel so bad. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a big combo here. I feel so bad. We started doing Matcherino over the last 5 weeks, right? Since the New Year started. After the big balance patch, it was a perfect time to kind of start season 2 and start our, our kind of new outlook, our new just situation with Mutiny. Luon won 5 mutinies in a row, free money. You imagine how much money that man will be swimming in.
Right.
But hey, we're grassroots. Grassroots, homegrown. I think that was the win though for
that was
Resby
Resby
anyway.
taking it.
Okay. Respect and props to you, my friend.
Yep, and those new channel point predictions are up. You're right back into it. Resby versus Huebert here. And so this is losers semi. So loser of this out in 4th. Winner of this officially in the money for the evening. Winner of this gets to play against Levi for a shot in grands against Vagabond. So
Lassie, why do the launcher get satyrs and I get zerks? Can we just switch? How have I never fought a crusader?
Right.
Because that's a great matchup for grapplers, and I imagine it still is. Yeah, I'm sorry, my friend. Well, I'm not gonna try and make it happen, but hopefully it does happen one of these days.
Salt fought 4 crusaders. We had 4 crusaders in bracket.
Vagabond and Resby for sure, and then I'm not. Yeah, I have to look to see the other two.
This crusader. Holy cow.
Woo!
Huebert
Dang,
does
that was
not
a
care
rip.
that you have more crusader health. They are just going to murder you in this.
Yep. 4 satyrs, bro. Like, why? That's weird, especially with how little we've seen crusader in our bracket until recently.
Right.
Well, I guess it was the first round of our new mutinies, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, the match arena brought them out. At least. That's where they were working.
Yeah. They were studying. They were reading the holy
Huebert,
text.
yeah, Huebert played crusader earlier. I remember that was the first match he started.
Yep.
What?
Ooh.
Just did like the running in the 90s beat, like the conversion, and they were both dashing forward. So they're just running into each other for a second.
Yeah, Huebert really does not want to be exercised here. Hubert's like, please do not touch me. I am so happy with his demon arm. It is way cool, and I win a lot of matches using it. So do not get this out of me.
Huebert did a reset with like I almost a jump kick, but like a jump A or something like that, and just buffered a landing command grab, and just smoked Resby for it. What in the world? This game has those? Every week I'm like, I'm gonna start playing this game, and then every week I see something like that. I'm like, I'm good.
Maybe not.
Yeah, like I know that's in Street Fighter. I know what it looks like. What in the hell was that?
I mean, you can play Berserker and you could access those yourself, but you still have to deal with blocking them no matter what.
I was such a fan of Berserker probably when they were like top 3 in the game. I was like, oh, I'm good. Since I've never played good characters, I don't know what this is like. I can't do that. There's such a high standard.
I mean, maybe on PC, you know, it's a slightly different story. You can head over there. It's still strong. I mean, the tools this character has is still strong.
Right.
But there's a difference just with input delay and reacting to the mix-up. So, dang.
This match is crazy.
Here we go. Yep, throwing it out there. All right.
I love, especially as Crusader, all of this early damage on the Berserker is so good. Like, you're giving them some awakening, right? No, you didn't wait. You could have eaten all of their conversion. But it's fine. You didn't get anything off of it. But yeah, all this early damage is so good because, like, obviously, Berserker wants to get their thing started. And when they get their thing started, their pressure, their combos, whatever it may be, they're spending their own life right through that skill.
Yeah.
But you get all of that, so now all of a sudden, like, it's not even like a one touch. It's like you do a third of your combo and the Berserker dies. And Crusader has so much health that whatever you can kind of front load in damage wise, the Berserker is going to be such an assist in that. You know, in fact, it's almost like 2-on-1, or 1.5 on 1, because the other half of the spending that life is doing all of the damage to the Crusader.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, Lassie. It's on me for not having a secondary. I love my boy. Your secondary is Vanguard, who also, like, I think
not any better
might have better tools. Yeah, against Berserker and Striker. I just know I haven't had a lot of success against those characters at Vanguard. But you know, yeah, maybe a third. Maybe a third should be in there somewhere. But hey, we have loyalty. That's just how we go, right? That's just how we roll. This is going to be the kill, I believe. No, put himself into Awakening, but had a drop before it.
Yep, and then just looked at Resby roll out.
Yeah. Oh, that's a block defeat.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that thing pushes you back a lot. However, Berserker is way too fast and has way too long range buttons for that to not get punished.
Risby's been really good at punishing rolls with throws, or just like a delayed 2A.
Yeah. Yep. It's much harder after the most recent patch because rolls are much faster, they recover faster, they're just more useful, and so like it's hard. But however, Resby's been ready the entire time, so respect to them. Oh, that's a roll DP though. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Ooh, conversion into the spear. I love that option. Okay. He could have comboed in the kill, but instead he picks it up right afterwards. Resby tying us up in rounds. Here we go.
I love just raw vacuum. I don't even know if they had conversion to like make it safe, but
Lassie does have a launcher. Sorry, I'm distracted by Twitch
yeah,
chat.
no, I read that too,
appreciate
and I was like,
your
oh, where? I forgot.
Yeah. No, I played against the launcher, and yeah, it's scary, especially since it was like day one, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like what this is doing to me.
Right.
But yeah, no, the patch gave options for so many people to start exploring other characters that just weren't viable before. So get out there and explore. Get out there and find people that you like. Any of those of you who are watching. Because yeah, this game has a lot, and we're going to get more in the future. We have Spectre, as well as many other projected characters. I did a little DFO roster reaction, just talking about the likely characters that we're going to see. And there's a lot of really cool ones on the horizon, I think. So I'm excited to see what happens.
I think Resby might be the best players here tonight. His game really have a block out. They are the king. And I'm what a drop. Oh, the throw it in.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Yeah, so I'm super biased because I love cross-ups. That's my favorite thing to do in any fighting game ever. It's just ambiguous, dirty cross-ups. And Resby looks like they're also a fan, and I appreciate it. You know, it's I respect that hustle. There's so many that like, oh, he's clearly on this side, and then I see where the guard is. I'm like, oh, what?
Like, no way.
Yeah, like that was a
and that's the
cross-up.
thing. Because it has a guard button in this game. Oh, that was unfortunate. There's a guard button in this game, and I imagine that most players use it because in most situations you should. But there's two reasons why you may not. One, it's the same button linked to roll. And so if you're afraid of like, micro dashing block, turning into a roll that you don't want, that might be a reason why you avoid using the block button. Or two, when you're holding the block button, you can't tech throws. And so like, while I use the block button the entire time, some people might get crossed up if they don't use it because they're just like not used to it from other fighting games. I don't know, like there are reasons why you wouldn't. So I'm very curious, like how often Resby's mix-ups do work on people who just, don't use the block button. Oh, a drop again. Okay, Huebert twice right now. Sorry, this round and the round before has dropped something, and then like Resby has woken up blocked like you should against a drop from a berserker because it's not your turn, and yet Resby has still gotten beat by a grab or a
Resby was in
low.
the Sleepy Boy stance
Yeah.
from the buff running out. So that drop may have been on purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it was guaranteed. So I don't know. Yes, I don't know if it was quite on purpose. Resby also lost that round because he tried to run full screen and throw.
Yeah.
Which respect, but
Which I would like. I hope he does it again.
Yeah.
No way. No
What
way.
a pickup.
I didn't realize that combos. I'm gonna rewatch it right now. Low pokes into the projectile. I thought he needed to go into wall, but he had no meter, so he was able to low poke into projectile to get the win. I had no clue. Oh, learn something new every day watching this game, and I love it.
yeah, a little bit of a drop on this side. And this is set point for Huebert. I think we should talk about it. Oh, what a delay!
Oh, yes.
DP. So Resby needs this round to make it 2-2. Keep bracket hooks alive.
No meter. He had no meter. That was so close to the kill, but
My man did. Ah! What? I love you, Resby. Resby's becoming one of my favorite Mutiny players ever. Just the decision making.
that was potentially the rawest of raw DPs.
And
That
it's
was
so
Gollum
slow. It was
in Two Towers saying, "We like it raw and wriggling." That was what Resby did right there. That was absolutely nutty, and it worked in every way. So Resby tying us up. It's 2-2. So the winner of this moves on into losers finals, right?
Yep. The winner of this is up into losers finals, guaranteed in the money. Loser gets it out in 40.
My goodness.
I don't want to hear it. You want to
Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Oh.
Huebert. Oh, that was a wild mix. He dropped the combo.
Surely you're dead, right?
Gotta be. Gotta be.
You've got awakening. You get another vacuum here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a vacuum. Vacuum here? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, again, reason we always bring up vacuum is because it is a move that like doesn't scale, or at least it scales next to nothing. There are a couple moves in this game that kind of don't seem to follow the same rules, you know, as other moves. Like they just don't scale. And Dragon Knight has a couple. Vacuum is one of the most prominent.
I almost seems to feel like the scaling applies to the move vacuum and not the hit of vacuum. I don't know if that's just because I'm spouting things, but Apocalypse caught the roll. No, Resby. Oh, I love this thing.
Someone's gonna clip that.
I mean, why did you do that?
Oh my gosh. He still got it perfect. He did 3 parry taunts. That's the closest thing you can do this game with taunts, besides, you know, like just teabagging. But no, he went for the extra mile. And then he dropped the combo to get the win. But he still got a perfect afterwards.
And he won with the run-up throw.
Oh, that was wild. I was like, oh, that's input error. Wait, that's not 2 input errors. There's no way. And then it wasn't. Oh, this is it. Resby's got to get the win on Huebert.
Oh, what a set. Good lord.
Double perfect. Double frickin' perfect. And it like, based on the rest of the set, you wouldn't assume a perfect was coming at all. Oh, Resby's doing push-ups. Oh, the fool. The man, the myth, the legend. Huebert just turning away and just, hey, it was a good set, man. It was a good set. Oh, okay.
A double P in the morning that he got peed on in front of all of his friends, dude. That's...
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, and I've known this about Resby since like beta 1. You know, when I first saw their like YouTube content, I was like, oh, this man's got some spice.
Yeah. There's.
You know, this man's not afraid to teabag, not afraid to be a little mean every once in a while. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Predictions are live. Feel free to bet on Levi or Resby. Resby's got the momentum, right? Just finished playing, just came off a 3-2 win. However, you know, Levi is an incredibly strong player, incredibly good striker. We'll see exactly how this matchup goes. And in fact, is this a run back? Do these guys play each other?
I was just looking to see, actually, because I don't think they did. Because they started top 8 on opposite sides.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think they played today. Yeah, because they were both winner side top 8, but Levi started on top side of bracket and Resby was on bottom side. So they have not played.
We saw Levi fight Vagabond is what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Ooh, here's the Apocalypse combo. And Resby does have Awakening. That wall is going to break very soon. But how soon? Oh! Oh, did he set up another? He may have set up another wall. I don't even know. I thought that the wall was going to be gone because we had seen combos get ruined by that. That's death.
Yep. Time to perish.
Join the parish or perish.
Yep. Join the parish while perishing. Oh, the Lord.
Let us down and we'll burn your house to the ground. Don't you need 4? Oh. Here we go, Resby.
Oh, no. Never mind, I don't talk about crop sneakers. But as the buff state, it has to do something to get out of it before they hit the natural command grab. Oh, there it is! Oh, sneaky boy,
it's so rough. I do gotta say, seeing a man who just taunted, you know, like fall into a state that he can't move.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of comeuppance, kind of holy comeuppance, I guess is what I'll call it.
You call it fate, you call it dharma, karma, whatever it is.
Destiny, just a touch of destiny. Oh, that's plus frames, and he backs off. He just assumed a DP was coming. Levi. That was one of the biggest
That's-
brain things. And yeah, he just assumed a DP was coming,
Right.
so he just backed off slowly, but nothing came, and Resby was able to get the round for it.
Yeah, I think, tried to bait DP, bait guard cancel, just try to bait anything and just put themselves into the easy bait oven and lost for it. That's game 1 going the way of Resby.
Hey, you get some dope ass dough in the
Yeah.
easy bake ovens, all right? You get some great raw stuff in those ovens.
Speaking of dough, these players are in the money. So this is effectively a money match for, because I believe third place is getting $20 tonight, so that means second place is getting $30. Wait, no. Yes,
Stick
$60. Yeah, that's the,
$60.
yeah,
That's what I was
$60.
thinking.
That's the right.
Yeah, so good. $40 money match. That's not bad.
Yeah.
From Monday night at what 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Not a bad deal at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, good roll.
You could roll that. You must be able to
Yeah,
roll
I'm
that
curious
back.
as to which
Surely you could
setup
roll that
you can
before,
and can't.
right? Yeah, when she does Chun-Li Faggy Medium punch.
Well, like it depends on which one, because that was like him falling out of a combo as opposed to, like, I think getting up from like OTG, and so I'm not sure exactly which ones you can and can't roll. Resby knew though, so Resby got out of there. However, Levi does use the DP in the follow-up to get the win.
I also love that Resby set up Apocalypse and then did just a raw DP.
Yeah.
Because the Apocalypse would have punished any sort of punish on the DP and just set up his own combo.
Yeah, that was cool. That was very cool. Okay, here we go.
Good blocks here.
Yep. Woo! Barely. That interaction was so close to being in Levi's favor. Levi was barely further away than he would have probably been able to whiff punish that, or at least get some hit on block, which is what Striker needs to get her stuff going. Okay. We're gonna see. Yep, there's a roll into the DP. So that armor is broken.
Yep.
And this is going to be some good damage. Oh, he starts with the DP.
Yeah,
I think he got nervous.
Oh, there's the other DP. What's up, Huebert, by the way, with the raid? Thanks so much for entering tonight and playing. Always good to see it out.
Yeah, thanks, Herbert. Huebert, appreciate you being here. Resby is a cheater. Oh. Ooh, that's game. Damn, that's sick. Okay, 1 round to Resby now. I will say, Resby has those confirms in a super on lock. Like, is always ready to say, hey, because Crusader's low poke is plus enough to where you can go into a low poke, you can go into almost any of your other special moves if it hits. And so he's ready just every time.
That wall cut Striker is so high end.
Yeah, I don't think you can get above it. Even like Kunoichi with her double jump, I don't think can get above it.
Yeah. And this is what I think Resby came into this playing high, right? This is their 3rd set in a row.
Yeah.
They definitely seem to be like a momentum, at least like within themselves, right? Like they've gained a lot of momentum for themselves. They're still playing. But like, there's a lot of options, like having that fireball out there, throwing the spears, and like Striker not doing the shoulder tackle through it to avoid that, avoid the wall, avoid the spear, avoid.
No, I didn't realize he didn't have a hitbox up there.
Yeah, I guess that's the safe zone, isn't it?
I guess. You get healed actually if you go through that sunbeam.
You get to intercept God's light and just get in there and take it before it gets to Crusader. But
oh my gosh, that was wild. Okay, cool. Again, Resby came away with the win. Is up 2-0 over Levi. But just cool interactions in the set so far.
no one just say you saw Sonic Soul and not in the tournament. Just comparing yourself to Sonic Soul like that. I agree, but
Luan can't.
Yeah, like you can.
Striker who can.
Well, I'm just jealous, really.
Woo! There we go.
Okay, good to see
Okay,
you.
Resby, getting stuff out of the corner.
Yeah, but see, good roll. Also, there's a lot of these. I think Resby is really, scaring Levi, and I think that's the Crusader thing. Is that, like, there's so much damage available when they get, enough good setups or anything going on that we've seen almost zero. Like that roll is one of the first ones we've seen in this set of Levi going through something that Crusader is doing, right? Whether it be fireball, spear, anything, the wall. I think Striker has options to get through that player. They're kind of just scared and forced. And right there, there's not much to do in that situation, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's been a couple other ones that kind of just like spears in neutral or fireballs in neutral. Resby's kind of just got free reign to just run up and do whatever they want.
Oh, that was the right call, but he wasn't ready to pick up the combo, but he's going to get it now anyway with the blocked guard cancel. Okay, we had a number of just weird interactions there.
Yeah.
Because, like, he hit him out of the air, but then couldn't pick it up afterwards. He blocked the guard cancel, which I was like, what? Like, I did not expect that to come at all out of Levi. Well, and I feel like what you just said, we had the exact opposite coming from Resby. Resby's been rolling out of Levi's pressure a lot. Like, if he's in the corner and there's any type of gap, Resby rolls, which is really scary because Striker's so fast that usually you can get full punish for it. He's seen the holes, seen the gaps, and some of the pressure that Levi's making. He's just wake up throw, for example.
Look at that. Yeah, like again, Resby everything has worked for Resby, so there's no fear. Because I think that's the thing. Like Striker is a very good character, but I think Striker can also overwhelm and make your opponent scared. Where when there's so Resby's finding the little gaps to roll for things like that. But that's something that if you're stressed out and you're worrying about what Striker's doing, you're not going to see that, right?
Right.
And you're dead. This
should be just enough. Since it's Striker.
And so because you're not doing that, but Resby's doing the same thing where they're just scaring Levi with all of Crusader's options, do crazy damage and everything like that. And they just can do no wrong here. Has taken everything. Has taken it 3-0 over Levi. Oh, this is Vagabond. They wanted this run back so damn bad.
Oh my freaking word.
We're getting Vagabond Resby for Grant. So this was losers top 8 for 7th last week. And then winner side top 8 this week. And now also grand finals this week. The winner side Resby here on the loser side.
Woo. This is wild. Okay, super quick shill. Once again, thank you guys for being here. This is our grand finals. 54 people watching right now. Yeah, please follow here if you'd like to see the videos. Later on, I'll post them all to my channel the next couple days. I'll go and post a link there right now. Bam, just so we have that done before we jump into grand finals. Resby versus Vagabond. Can't wait to see this mirror and this run back.
Yep, run back. And again, those predictions are live now. It is just for the first set. So who do you think is going to take the first set? If you think Resby's going to take it and they do take it, we will have another prediction for the reset. Or if you think Vagabond's going to take the whole thing to the winning side, put your points over on Vagabond. But either way, get those predictions in now while it's still open. And yeah, what I said, this did go, I think it's gone 3-2 every time, because it was 3-2 loser side and then 3-2 loser side last week, 3-2 winner side this week.
Yeah, so I mean, these guys are very close to each other. Like, we have the Dark Crusader for Vagabond, the black and the gold, and the Light Crusader, right? The light blue and the white for Resby. Dark Crusader's coming out on top. The Darkness of Man is definitely winning in this situation right now. Here we go. That's going to be a good uppercut into the wall. The fact that we have two walls making up, 20% of the screen, maybe 15% of the screen, that is just so fun. You can only see it in this particular matchup. Yo, this combo's wild. Vagabond is not, however, going to be doing any taunts mid-combo. I don't think that we've seen him go for anything close to that level of disrespect.
Yep, definitely playing, for real now. This is the time. That is Vagabond taking the first set.
That was fast. That was super fast. Resby had all the momentum in the world, and Vagabond's like, slow down, my brother. My brother in whatever religion it is that we appreciate here in DFO.
Yeah.
Slow down.
My brother in the religion. This is...
I mean, they have a literal cross belt, so like I could take a pretty good guess. But it is cool that like their religion uses crosses as shields and hammers and magic and all that good stuff. Yeah, very fun. Very fun.
Offense and defense for their religion.
Yeah. There's a roll into a grab. Nice stuff. Here we go. Okay, Resby should be walking away with this round. Yes, Resby's not out for the count just yet. Here we go. Uppercut. Okay, Resby's one of projectiles does get a DP from Vagabond to tell him to step off, get away from me, my friend. Alright. Yep, wall into wall. Man, I feel like the shoulder charge is just the option for Crusaders in kind of every matchup if he's playing someone with projectiles. Like, if you're ready to throw that shoulder charge out at any minute.
Yeah, and especially for both of them, it's such a good, pressure starter, combo starter, either way, right?
Yep. Yes, this is grand finals. We have Vagabond in winners, and we have Resby in losers. And yes, you already see it on stream that Sake has put Vagabond as dark. That way you can tell who's a player. There's the jump spear. Nothing out of it just yet. And Resby is in the blue, and Resby's getting bounced right now. This is going to be close to the death, but not quite. Oh, he's one mix-up away. A throw won't do it, but he'll tech it anyway.
No, he tech.
No!
What in the world?
It ran out just in time. All he needed to do was try and do a jump M into the apocalypse, but instead he landed, and as soon as he landed, he got exhausted. Oh, that's so hyped to watch. Resby's close, but he uses the move to get out of the buff state. However, it looks like Vagabond will take this round. But man, what a way to almost like hand it to Resby that none of us saw coming.
Yeah, they both went into like sleepy mode, and then Vagabond was like, well, if I just DP, surely I win, and then Resby rolled through it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Resby, yeah, he got a good combo after that. Just he could have got like the max damage if he was ready, but none of us were. So come on, like it was just an absolutely wild situation. Here, Resby taking a lead. He is down 2-0. He has to win 3 games in a row and then win 3 games after that if he wants to walk away with first place and a good chunk of the prize money.
Oh, look at that counter hit there so much. Surely this is... Maybe not. Remember on Resby's side. Maybe?
Oh!
The reset into the throw, there it is.
Hood perfect.
I was going to say the hood perfect, but... Mash until it works, the bombos. I love all of those words. Shout out. First time in chat, I already love it. Big fan. But, alright. Vagabond with quite the combo here. Already down, or he's already got 50%, got the buff state going. Oh, counter hit. I think this might be match point. Yeah, with the Apocalypse combo, right?
Yeah, the Apocalypse is doing a lot, and he's stacking it up again. Yeah, he didn't even need it. Wow. Oh, and the combo goes a tiny bit afterwards just to pour some salt in the wound, because why the hell not? Okay, this is Resby's tournament life, and this is Vagabond's tournament point. Let's see what happens.
Spear whip and grab Vagabond out of the DP.
Why not? I guess, yeah. Ooh, Vagabond takes him to the corner. The air hammer. OTGs. With a slight drop, and Resby takes advantage of it.
So much.
He's gonna throw him into it.
He's
gonna throw him into it.
Alright, doesn't have a bunch of meter to work yet. Just has to go for a setup, but Vagabond holding down.
That's it. That is so it. Yeah, it's gotta be. As long as it doesn't drop it.
Yeah, it just goes into the super. Vagabond is going to take this 3-0 and be our Week 15 champion.
My gosh, dude. 3-0 over Resby, who was hot as he possibly could be, too. That was a stupid grand final. Usually they're most hyped when there's a reset. They're most hyped when there's, and it was a 3-0 grand finals, but that was just like swinging back and forth. I've yet to get tired of the Crusader mirror. I know that we give the Berserker mirror a little bit of a hard time, but my gosh, that was awesome. Resby walking away with second place, and Vagabond becoming a champion once again. I believe this is their second DNF Duel Mutiny championship. Is that right, Sake?
I believe so. Yeah.
I think so.
They've at least been in top 3 a few times because they already had. I want to say they won last week or the week before.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think it was. I think it actually might have been 2 weeks ago. I think Resby won 3 weeks ago, or we might be a week off. But either way, GG's to all our competitors tonight. That was an amazing tournament. We're gonna briefly, say a couple goodbyes, say a couple of ways that you guys can get involved and just be a part of this all before we close things out for the night. But yeah, Vagabond first, Resby second. Incredible set, incredible tournament the entire night. Sake, I don't think that could have gone much better.
yeah, no, just awesome. I love that Grands was still just a 3-0, but it was like so hype. It was so fun just seeing all of the combos. We got to see so much Crusader today. We've been seeing a lot of Crusader recently, which is funny. Like, I feel like in the beginning we had just so many Vanguards just kind of from where like your group of people for DNF started, right?
Right.
And then now it's like the era of the Vanguard, or sorry, of the Crusader coming in and just Resby showing up, Vanguard showing up, Vagabond showing up. I'm mixing up all the names. It's been a long tournament. But actually it hasn't been that long of a tournament. But it's been awesome. Just so many good games. Yeah, what a grand finals too. Resby coming in so hot and Vagabond just not having any of it. Just seems like, you know what? And it's, you beat me once and that's 2 times too many. So let me make it right and come in here. But yeah, just awesome play from everyone. Thank you again so much, everyone, for being here. We've got 51 people watching right now. That's crazy. Everyone in here, betting on channel points, watching the games, watching the VODs. Of course, all these VODs are going to be available here on Twitch. If you like Twitch VODs for some reason, I hate watching Twitch VODs. And so they're going to be over on Darth Lugi's YouTube channel. Make sure you go check that out. Subscribe there. It's free. You can subscribe here if you want, but it costs money. But yeah, just make sure you subscribe over on YouTube to Darth Lugia. All those VODs will be posted. They're up super fast too, which is really nice. All the individual matches going up, the full stream match going, or the full stream VOD going up. But yeah, they're always over there. And if you like what you saw here, we've got 14 other weeks of
yes, we do
DNF mutinies that you can check out as well. That those are all there. But yeah, we'll be back here, every Monday. We've got this tournament again. We had a couple people. I saw some new people in the chat today that I haven't seen the names before, checking out the tournament. And that's the one I'm going to bring up again. I don't remember your tag, but you're like, oh, when I get better, I'll enter. No, just enter now. There's never been a rule of a goodness level to enter a tournament. That's not. This is how you get good. This is how you learn. And frankly, even if you don't want to join, but just get in the Discord, check out the Matcherinos, check out the streams. There's so many people, so many of these players that placed, top 8 here. I see them in the Discord all the time looking for games. There's no rule on you have to be a good player. You have to do this. That's not a requirement to get advice. It's not a requirement to get matches. It's not a requirement to enter the tournament. So yeah, just get in there, make some new friends, learn more about the game, and then show up next Monday and enter our free bracket and see what you do.
Yeah, and it might seem intimidating and scary now because it is, because look at these people that we get every week, right? Like, these are ridiculous competitors. But yeah, 15 tournaments ago, this started as 13, 14 people week 1 of just, let's see if we can run a bracket. And we did. And then we ran 14 more until now we've got some of the best players in the world, not just US, not just stateside, right? Players from Puerto Rico, players from Jamaica become part of this scene, and you can become part of it too. We are not stopping anytime soon, so there's plenty of time to join in, get whooped right at first, because that's what happens to all of us, and then come back and learn and grow and get sets in with some of the best players, best DNF Duel players on PSN specifically, but also just in general. We have some of the best players in the world come to these tournaments now. And that means a lot to me. That means a lot that we're actually able to get this event for you guys. We enjoy it every week. That's why we do it, right? All the money that we raise is going directly to the players, because it's awesome that they get to compete for it and have something to kind of strive for and kind of work for. And so, yeah, and everything that Sake said, right? I have all the links there. The Discord link is in the Twitch chat. My YouTube link is in that Twitch chat. Sake is amazing at getting the footage over to me as fast as he can, and then I try and edit it as fast as I can to have that available for you guys, so that you can just see what you're doing, see your matchups, learn, grow, and just kind of work on this game together. So honestly, I got nothing else to say for the night. I thought it was fantastic. Vanitas, please come back next Monday, because yeah, your Ranger is awesome, and you got a mean Berserker, for example. And everyone else who was in Twitch chat today who wasn't able to compete, we'd love to have you join the bracket when you can. So keep an eye out on Discord and YouTube for when that bracket will go live. That's it. Yeah. No, thank you so much for being a part of things. Thank you, Alpaca, balancing this along with obviously being a father of a human life. That means a lot to us.
Mhm.
That you are able to help us out when you can, and everyone else. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys. I can't wait for next Monday.
Yep, we'll be right back here next Monday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. If you're a fan of Guilty Gear Strive, there's
Mm,
another Mutiny tournament tomorrow night, also 7 p.m.
yep.
Mountain. Or if you're a fan of Strive, or if you just want to farm some channel points, to get your bets in for next Monday night of DNF Mutiny, check out that. That'll be Strive the PC, or I guess it's crossplay tournament now. But for Strive, if you want to enter
Mhm.
that as well, go for it. That's all on here, all on the Twitch channel. You can check it out. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for the evening. Thank you again so much, everyone watching here on Twitch, everyone who's going to be watching the VOD as well. Thank you so much for clicking on everything. Do all the YouTuber shill stuff. Follow the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube, like the video, put a comment, put on there. But that's what we're here for. We're doing this. We love being able to put on this tournament for all of you guys and have everyone be here for it. But yeah, I think that wraps us up for the night. So again, big shout outs to everyone. Check out those VODs over on Lugia's YouTube channel, and that'll do it for us tonight. Peace out, everybody.
See you guys.